All right. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. Oh, it feels so good to be back online. I'm refreshed. I feel so much better after my little vacation visiting Mama Vogueros and honestly completely disconnecting myself from social media and gaming and the likes of that. I haven't been on Twitter. I haven't been on Twitch. I was hardly ever on YouTube. Like the only actual income of media that I have been absorbing the last few days was watching anime. Uh, yeah, just enjoying being home, spending time with my mom for her birthday, which was very nice. She was very surprised when I came home because, again, you guys weren't here for the last stream. She did not know I was going to surprise her, and it was a very happy moment for me. And I almost had my spine broken in half. But yeah, it was nice to just sit back, relax, enjoy, time with my mom and just getting away from a lot of it because I never really realized how rough my brain has been getting because of the constant push for content, the constant push of my homework, and my job was stressing me the hell out. It was nice to not have to worry about things for a few days. But now, here we are. We're back. Uh, no, and don't worry. I'm not stressed. I'm not getting back into that mindscape of, oh, I have this to do, I have that to do, rushing here, there, and the other way. Um, no, I'm cool. I'm collected, and starting tomorrow morning, I'm ready to get shit done. I've been having a good time. But yeah, just 6 hour drive both ways. A 6 hour drive, one like roundabout, wasn't that bad. I really wish the weather was a little bit nicer because I would have been able to have the chance to meet up with some of the guys tonight. I would have been able to meet up with Matt. Would have been able to meet up with Cody. It would have been nice, but at the same time, I didn't really want to leave my mom because I was only there for like 4 days. And I come back and I come to realize, oh my god, there's so much stuff that has been going on while I was gone. Just the instant flood of, oh, here's what you missed, here's what, you got going on. And I'm like, cool, I can't wait to look on it on my own time. But for now, we are going to be getting back into Luavara. I have been effortlessly waiting for today because our party needs to have a little sit down. It needs to have a little talk. We'll go over the recap in just a minute here. Jacob has vanished somewhere. We don't know where he is. And we are really hoping that he didn't fall asleep at his desk again. So you're gonna see on the Fugi reacting that he's gonna be muted for a while. So if he'll be back, I don't know. We'll see. Hello, Brady. Hope you're having a good one. Brady, I forgot. I was supposed to mod you again, and I never did. I'm so sorry. Let me make sure that I spelled your name correctly. There you go. You should be good now. All right, let's go back into chat and see if anybody has heard from Jacob.
I know the rest of the song, Cody. I just need you to give me the Wimbleway so we can make fun of Jacob.
It sounds like you're doing a fine job yourself.
I listen. As much as I'm a glorious one-man band, I cannot do both the tenor and the bass part at the same time. I do not have two sets of vocal cords.
I'm a tenor. I can fill that role.
Yeah. we're making fun of Jacob with the song "The Lion Sleeps Tonight."
Ah, like is he actually asleep, or don't we know?
I have no idea.
No idea.
It just Cody started going a Wimbleway, and I was like, oh, my inner choir kid kicked in because we've all done that song.
I'm just gonna move him around a little bit to see if that'll spark something.
It's just like the equivalent of giving someone a Discord swirly. Hey, are you awake? Are you awake?
Wake up! Wake up!
Discord swirly. Fucking hell.
That's funny.
I guess he's dead.
I guess so.
I think KP stepped away for a hot second.
Well, that's okay.
I told her you're still probably going to be Jacob back in this, right?
Yeah, she probably will. Which is hilarious because we're coming up on Jacob's story arc.
That's it. Yeah, we're coming up with Jacob's stuff, and he's been gone for like at least an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe
Close to, yeah.
Like maybe like 40 minutes, 45.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back by the end of the night.
But
then again, he has fallen asleep on us just completely.
He's fallen asleep, my dude, when he was just like starting his stream.
Yeah, he started his stream and fell asleep. I forgot about that. Oh god.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this another one of those situations? Well, you may never know.
Dun dun dun.
All right. So, I need to remind myself what the hell happened last week. I know you guys were doing a bunch of traveling. It's mostly just going from Golddrift to Sunreach to Oldguard, discovering that there is another pathway that goes from Oldguard into Castleguard, but is currently blocked off by a landslide. And Lakefront, you guys spent some time in Lakefront just vibing a little bit. Tried to throw a little party. Cody.
Didn't try, succeeded.
Succeeded. Definitely was a party to remember for the townsfolk. But was a little bit more of a hindrance to your introverted party members.
They'll get over it.
Holy shit, is Jacob alive? He's unmuted.
Jacob?
Jacob?
Yes.
Oh,
he's
Sorry,
alive.
I did not want to interrupt you right there.
Praise Jeebus!
It's all good. I'm assuming you're going to go ahead and get your stream started now.
Yes.
Okay.
We thought you died.
Oh my god, KP's going to be so disappointed.
Oh my god, yeah, for real. We were banking on the fact KP would be stepping away and being back before you managed to reappear.
I mean, you've been gone for damn near an hour.
Yeah, for real, my dude.
Like, we have been sitting here waiting for you for like 20 minutes.
I'm over here on my phone listening to Josh, and I look up and like the mute button's gone, and I went, "Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!"
What took you, Toby?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
You
take a
passed
massive,
out.
yeah, take a massive shit.
So we either have massive shit, fat, or what was it that you said, Rusty?
Nap.
Bit about time.
That's alright, I'll give you some time to go ahead and start up your stream now.
It won't take long.
Also, completely forgot that I accidentally banned Brady last week.
You banned Brady? I didn't know that.
I meant to mute him for something that he said in chat. Accidentally banned him. I'm like, oh, whoops.
He's still banned?
No, he's unbanned. He's remodded.
Nah.
Everything's good. I just forgot about it. I'm like, oh shit.
I feel like we should. We dealt with the Brady problem once for all, and then we didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there she
hi,
is.
KP.
I am back with cake.
KP, we regret to inform you that Jacob did in fact beat you back.
That's fine. I was talking to my parents because they were wondering how lunch went.
Ah. Just let me know when you're
enough.
good to go, Jacob.
All right.
You know, when you see a sibling you haven't seen you don't normally see on a regular basis, they tend to wonder how things go.
Me, if I ever bother to go see my brother in California. Because I know sure as hell he ain't coming out here.
Well, we all live in the same state. It's just she's a general manager for her store, so.
Guys, Brady sent me a love note. He said you're a bitch. You a bitch. It's so lovely.
Is he trying to
he
say
can't
you're
even...
his bitch?
No, I think he just forgot how grammar works again.
Oh. That is enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power of the Oxford comma.
Yes.
There's not even an R on it. It's just you a bitch. I'm sorry, but the proper would be you're a bitch. Apostrophe R-E.
You think Brady passed English? Yeah. Right.
No, he went to school in Northeast Pennsylvania. I know better.
Oh my gosh.
Because most of us went to school in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And somehow some of you turned out okay.
I mean,
Wait, you think we're okay?
You were
Me?
some
What?
of us.
I said okay. I didn't say great.
Damn. I mean, thanks
Still
for
though.
being confident.
I have to
Compliment,
go.
like,
You know what? Someone remind me when Brady's birthday is. I have to send him a thesaurus.
It's gone already. It happened already.
Oh well, I guess next year's gonna get thesaurus.
Nah, you just send it to him for Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, it's an early Easter. It's a late Easter present.
Late Easter. There you go.
I'll put it in an egg, a really large egg.
Egg.
Yeah. We're good.
You're good. All right.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
Welcome
like,
to the stream.
hello everybody on Jacob's side.
Oh yes, I'm a. The fuck is that?
That was the end of the world.
Apparently.
All right.
Oh,
So
God.
anyway, as we were saying, that last week was a bunch of traveling and a bunch of random encounters along the road. Fun little interactions to see how the party would react to certain situations. Found a cart in a tree. You helped out a little goblin kid. Threw a party at Lakefront, and then
Blamed it on the sad clown.
blamed everything on a sad clown who was just there.
And that sad clown blamed it on one unfortunate soul.
All right, but the biggest thing was Alistair's little meltdown that he may have had.
It was warranted.
So now we are going to go ahead and pick up. I would probably say about a day. Probably, let's just go ahead and say the next day. You guys are still currently in Lakefront. And your goal today was to head from Lakefront to Saltband and hop on a boat to take you to Lashling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, tensions are a tad bit high as the party wakes up, gathers their things, and begins making their way to the cart and head outside of town. Now, would there be anything that you guys want to do before you leave Lakefront?
I'm gonna leave this place as soon as physically possible.
I think it's a better idea to just leave.
We should fucking go.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So you got a couple of days travel from Lakefront to Saltband. If I could go ahead and get a couple of encounter rolls from you guys. You can see what's going. Okay.
God damn it.
Aristella!
KP immediately with an 81.
Holy shit.
She was quick on that one. You guys are
Uh-huh.
No, I'm
slacking out
Slacking.
here.
Holy shit.
No, listen, if KP wasn't gonna do it, I was gonna do it.
I was literally typing in the fucking like 100, and then he just.
Why do you-
I
why do
saw
you
them.
type
I
in,
just
man? I just go
literally
to a-
opened up the dice roller.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I had to like type it
Yeah, we type it.
because 90% of the time I forget that there's a fucking dice roller.
Not if I ever forget about this completely built-in feature that this service has had this entire time.
We rarely use it.
All right.
I mean,
Guys,
part of it
I'm
comes
sad.
from my old campaign. We used a lot of different dice and different number of dice, so
Guys,
it was easier just to type it.
Fair.
guys, I'm sad.
What are you
What you
saying?
said?
What you said?
Take all go.
Cake
Oh.
all gone. Oh no.
That is
Take all
sad.
go.
Fuck
Go
it.
get more cake.
I could
Go
go
get more
downstairs and get more, but I'm being nice and letting other people have cake.
Damn.
Okay, so along the traveling of the cart, it is very silent. Like it is awkward, like really, really awkwardly silent during this cart ride.
Silky's probably just got her face buried in the book.
Oh, absolutely, she does.
She's like, I am not starting conversation today. Not.
Alistair is silently driving the cart.
Ragnar's laying down in the back of the cart on his side, propping his head up and scratching his balls.
Ugh. That's me.
Just the. Oh. Oh.
All right, so Alistair, as you're driving the cart,
Here we go again. What weird thing am I gonna see this time?
you are actually going to end up seeing a very well-dressed gentleman on the side of the road. What appears to be with like 2 or 3 other people standing next to him. A big wagon on the side of the road as well. You see out in the distance that the gentleman is like waving you down. And as you approach this wagon a little bit closer, you notice that one of its rear wheels is just shattered completely.
Oh.
He waves you down and he just calls out to you and says, "Excuse me, travelers, do you have a moment?"
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the cart. Yeah, what do you need?
We accidentally hit a hole in the road. It's just about 20 or 30 feet up the road a bit, and our wheel has unfortunately seen its better days. Do you happen to have any type of mending magic at all, or a spare wheel? I can offer you a very, very good discount on some of my wares if you would like an exchange.
Silky, Aristella.
I can do mending.
All right, can one of you fix the wheel?
I can take a look at it and see if I can.
Thank you very much.
After all, there's only so much magic can do, so.
No argument there.
So, Aristella, you hop out of the cart and walk on over. You take a look at this guy's wheel, and it's pretty damaged. It's split into like 4 different pieces, but mending would definitely take care of it.
Alrighty. Let's give it a whirl.
Of course, with a little bit of bippity boppity boop, wheel puts itself back together. The gentleman is, of course, overjoyed with it, and he bows to you very politely and says, "Thank you very much, madam. I would not know what I would do if you all did not come by." Here, as a token of my gratitude, and he's gonna reach into the back of the cart and he's gonna give like a bottle to Alistair.
What is it?
Give me a knowledge nobility check.
Ah, I'm shit at these. I don't care about
Can
this
I
shit.
see what it is?
I mean, actually,
Of course,
no.
if you would like.
Well, damn.
I know if it's
This is
booze, I know
weird.
booze.
Yeah.
KP over there with a +7. My +1. Do I know what it is, Josh?
Yes, you do, Alistair.
Ah, sweet. Booze.
Yeah, you can tell this is actually it's a rather expensive wine.
Wine?
No, it's not Fey wine.
Oh, thank God, because I would die if I tried to drink that.
As far
You'll
as
be fine.
as far as you're able to tell, this is just one of those wines that a lot of like rich folk tend to indulge in. It's aged approximately about 45 years. And its label is written, in, of course, thankfully for you, in Common, since it's one of the only languages you know.
I can read Elven now. Thank you very much.
But it
It's
is,
better at
it is a fancy bottle of wine from the Gavinus Vineyard.
Note to self. Find the man who runs Gavinus Vineyard, help him until he lets us have more free booze. How do you spell Gavinus, by the way?
Gavinus, Gavinus.
I'm gonna look at it.
Bear back really quick.
Yeah, I'll save this for later. Unless Aristella, how much do you like wine?
Eh.
All right, fair enough. We'll save it for later then. This might be good to barter with later.
All right, the gentleman, of course, thanks you all for your help. And as you can see, the other people that were with him are like his wife and his older son. And you all continue down the pathway.
Back to the uncomfortable silence.
All right,
Do.
who's gonna roll now?
Oh, son of a bitch.
I was ready, but I did not do too well.
You bitch. Oh, ladies first. Driver.
You're the one playing a female.
You're the one driving.
Listen.
You're the one without a dick. Oh.
Well, you can't say that until you actually know for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say. How is that an insult? I've got no proof.
I have searching shadows. I know everything about you.
I find it concerning the fact that Ragnar has looked in my pants. And I was the one playing an openly gay character last campaign. And even I didn't do that. Creepy fuck.
He did not. He did not look in your pants.
Ragnar's a pedophile.
That would mean you're a child.
Well, I mean, in dwarf years, I may as well be.
But you're human.
I know.
All right, so Alistair, as you're driving the cart, give me a perception check.
It's my new job. Because it seems like every time Ragnar drives this thing, we lose an animal.
All right, Alistair.
It's true.
As you're just going down the road, you happen to notice another cart coming in the opposite direction.
Is it going fast as fuck like the bank robbers were?
You do notice that it is actually moving at a very quick pace.
Kind of like look at it. Is it like an open? Like, is it moving goods? Is it obviously like trying to get away from something?
As far as you can tell from here, the horses do seem to be in a full gallop right now.
Hey, what's the matter? Where's the fire?
And you actually don't receive an answer. And you notice as the cart is getting closer and closer, there's no driver.
Fuck. All right, time for some evasive maneuvering, everybody.
Wait, what?
Ragnar, you're
Wait,
up.
what?
Hey, you know what, Josh? We're gonna do some evasive maneuvering.
You're gonna avoid the oncoming runaway cart.
That is the plan right now.
Give me
As he
handle animal.
as he does so, I teleport to the other cart and grab the reins
All right.
and try to wrestle the animals.
Both of you give me handle animal checks then.
Ah, fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
shit. Oh, no.
Hey,
Oh no. Uh-oh.
My defense, I have no bonus in this skill. I was really
Same.
hoping it'd be a ride check.
Either one, I have neither.
Oh dear. Okay, let me make a couple of rolls here.
I at least have a +4 in ride.
Are we playing chicken?
Or-
Oh my god,
No.
no. Playing chicken.
We're playing chicken with no control.
the controllers are disconnected. We're playing chicken.
Okay, that's for each of the horses. Let me roll that now. Oh boy.
How bad is it?
It's not good. I can definitely tell you that.
How fucked are we?
I need Ragnar and Alistair to make me a reflex save.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, that's good. I am going to need everyone else to go ahead and make me a reflex save, as the two carts are coming in to each other. One much faster than the other, of course. Freaking Newton's third law of motion.
An object in motion must remain in motion.
Yeah.
That's Newton's first law.
First law? I thought so. Both carts are unfortunately going to crash into each other. Ragnar and Alistair, of course, foresee this happening and manage to hang on to the reins and plant their feet into the rests, push their back against the seat to stop themselves from being catapulted off of the driver's seat.
Seems like we're losing Xavier.
Yeah.
I don't think. Can you roll for Aristella? Because I don't know if she rolled.
Araceli has not rolled yet.
Mm-hmm.
AP.
sorry. Do.
Stress it. Xavier and Aristella are going for a flight.
Okay. Araceli, you are going to be thrown from your seat and just smashing your head against the cart floor. You're going to be taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And Xavier, you are going to be ending up outside of the cart as you get launched.
Does he go through the other cart?
No, he gets launched through the overhang of your cart, tearing a massive hole in it, and landing
Xavier-sized hole.
Yeah, Xavier-sized hole in the tarp above your cart. And I'll be honest with you, Rusty, the damage doesn't even fucking matter to you because both of you guys are going to heal the damage in like a few days. So you're gonna end up on the side of the road. Meanwhile, the 2 carts are going to be surprisingly only slightly damaged.
We can work with that. How are the horses?
Not good.
Yeah, it's had a feeling.
Not good, especially for the runaway cart's horses.
Well, I care less about those horses, in all honesty.
I need to roll severities for each of the horses. Actually, I'm just gonna do it on roll 20 because it's funnier. All right, that horse is fine. That horse is fine. That horse has a concussion, and one of your horses has a broken leg.
Well, you know what they say when a horse breaks its leg.
Oh shit.
You're a druid, deal with it.
Wait, what?
I don't know, you do animal things.
Yeah, I don't
Go
put
and
them out of their
talk to it.
I don't put them out of their misery.
I mean, I can.
So, are both the carts stopped now, Josh?
Yes, both of the carts are stopped. The horses are like slowly starting to recuperate. And then that's when you guys notice, oh my god, one of our horses has a freaking broken leg. God damn it.
Well, we're just gonna switch it for one of the horses that barely got hurt.
I would like to investigate the cart that we crashed into.
All right. You look inside. You look inside the cart. The cart actually is filled with like boxes.
I am going to use detect magic.
Nope, no magic.
Then I'm going to begin to look into the boxes.
Switching all the horses.
Most of the boxes that you're gonna find is actually what appears to be trading items. Some of them, there's a box that you're gonna find that has some furs in it. There's another box there's a couple of boxes in there that have spices in like jars, and in the rest of the boxes, you're actually gonna find a lot of nails.
Nails.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Well, once we get the horses separated and everything like that, and everybody does their investigations, because I'm sure somebody else is going to want to look inside the cart too.
I'm actually gonna walk up the road a bit to see if I can actually spot anyone.
Perception.
I'm going to do something that I should have done when I teleported over to the cart in the first place. Because I could have prevented the accident. Well, technically no, because those horses were in a state of fright.
Yes.
Yeah. We only also need to switch one of them because we're just gonna kill the one with the broken leg.
No. We'll take it to the city and see if anything can be done about it, because this is a world of magic. It's not in a world where, you just shoot things because it's got a broken leg.
Well, as a person who can't use magic, that's generally how you do things.
He's got a point.
We're going to take it to town to see if we can't get it healed. Or sell it.
Alistair's just been switching the good horses for the ones that get really hurt.
Yes, I still agree with that.
All right, Xavian, you are actually eventually going to be seeing somebody come, down the path. They are drenched in sweat. They are out of breath. It appears to be it's a human, about 30 years old. Kind of just commoner clothes. He's got a little dirt in his hair.
Well, now I feel a little bad for taking his horses.
You see him just running up, and he looks at the carnage that's in front of him, and he's like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. The horses, they got away from me. They got spooked."
Do you know what spooked them?
Wolves down down the path about, oh my god, about an hour down the path.
Hey, Alistair, you want to go hunting?
What, wolves?
Yeah.
Alistair's bow is like already off his back and drawn. All
I
right.
look at I look at the gentleman and it's like, now, before we can settle this, I was wondering, what goods do you have in the back of this cart?
Oh,
You're claiming this is your cart. I just want to make sure it is.
yeah. There should be a box of furs, like 1 or 2 boxes of spices, and like 5, 6 crates of nails.
Well, that is correct, as far as I know.
I've switched to horses at this point.
Now, our horse was injured severely during this accident.
Oh,
Are you headed towards Lake, what was it called?
Lakefront.
Lakefront.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Those furs I'm supposed to be selling to a friend of mine in the market.
I mean, we have healing magic. Can't we just see if one of our healers can heal the horse?
Okay. We may be able to attend to your horse, or our horse. If that's the case, then you may go on your way with no issues. It is a freak accident. No one can blame you for what happened. However, if we are unable to heal the horses, I suppose we make a deal in terms of compensation. Is that fair? We'll attempt to heal the horses first. Okay. Well then. I look towards the druid in our party, assuming
Yes.
that you have something to heal animals. I was like, I'm not too keen on animal physiology. I don't know if casting spells on them has the same effect.
I mean, we could attempt.
That's what I like to hear.
And I would go up to use my Cure Light Wound on the injured one.
Right. You kneel down. You spout the incantation. Little green light envelops the leg. Horse stands up perfectly fine.
Hey, look at that. We're all good. We swap back the horses. Look at the gentleman. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Here, at least let me give you something as an apology. He's gonna reach into his cart. I'm gonna see him pull out what it looks to be like a jar of like ground up black material. I'm just gonna hand it to you.
What's this?
Pepper.
Pepper.
Yes, it is one of the largest containers of pepper that I have.
That's quite the luxurious item there. Are you sure you could part with this?
Of course, I have 7 other jars in the back. It's just some of the spices that I am planning on selling in Sunreach. At least this will be able to cover your tarp.
Yes. Well, that is greatly appreciated.
The Xavian-sized whole tarp.
I feel like mending can just fix the Xavian. Like, all the fabric's there, it's just torn.
Well then. I think with that, we'll be on our way. Thank you very much for your generosity.
I like to point out that Xavian and Alistair have walked away a while.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna graciously shake your hand and say, "Thank you very much for saving my cart."
Yeah. Wouldn't say I saved it, but we tried. kind of stopped it with our face.
All right. And now you have a mason jar of pepper.
Cool. Hop back on the cart and try to catch up with the two guys that went on ahead.
I think we all try to.
Alistair and Xavier, if you guys want to give me survival checks, go for it.
Alistair's blowing up some steam. Damn it.
Nice try.
Yeah, you guys managed to nail a small pack of wolves. And you guys can get 3 pristine wolf pelts.
Nice.
Cool. Alistair just carves them up, ties them up, puts the pelts in Xavier, and walks back to the cart.
Yeah. They're bringing up the cart and sees us walking back carrying these wolves.
We got pelts, wolf meat, and some claws, some teeth. You know, essentials.
Yeah.
Looks like you guys had fun.
Just work. Those are easy game.
I set the pepper. I set the jar of pepper on the seat, the driver's seat of the cart, and moved to the back.
I go up to get on the cart and look. I'm like, oh. Did the driver of that other cart give us a jar of pepperate?
Yes, they did.
Nifty. And Alistair will put that in his bag.
Okay.
Fabian crawls up and just plops the pelts down.
Let's see. 8. You rolled a 32. Oh, no, wait. That was that encounter. Whoopsies.
Oh, so that wasn't the 17.
Was that the... What am I talking about?
Yeah, because we've rolled at the same exact time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, so we still have to do the 32 then. Let's see here. Oh, fuck, I just closed out of all my tabs.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Welcome to D&D Scuff Night.
The first of many.
The first of many. The DM closing the pages while one of his players gets called around 24/7 to do random shit before literally jumping on stream.
That's a mood.
That was a mood. Literally, I literally see the message just like, how do I do this or something? As soon as I say, oh, I'll be back. Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you take this out? Can you clean the basement up? Hey.
Can you scrub my ass?
The worst part is I didn't even eat dinner yet.
Okay, I think we're back.
Nifty.
Are you sure you want to bring Nifty into this?
No, no, not.
I think you do.
Hey,
I wish.
listen.
Okay, so this encounter says as the party is moseying down the path, they happen to spot what appears to be a fat friar running down the path in a hurry.
Why is everyone running?
Why is everyone running? Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Hey, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you sure? You seem to be running.
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
I don't believe you.
Sounds more like he's about to hyperventilate.
I know, right?
You need water, or are you like just on an exercise plan or something?
He's long gone by now. Okay.
We have some strange people living in the world with us.
Honestly, this has been the weirdest section of travel we've had so far.
I would have to agree.
Whatever.
Makes sense. We're in Elven territory.
Not yet.
Well,
you guys are still on the
Still in
capital.
the human territory.
Yeah, you're still
We're
in
still-
the
Oh,
human territory.
Okay, my apologies. We're still in silence.
Oh, look,
Alright.
it's Salt Bend.
Finally, you guys arrive in the port town of Saltband. Alright, passing through the gates of Saltband, you guys notice that this is probably one of the smaller port towns that line Silence's coast. The town consists of mostly just civilian buildings, along with a port that'll help you guys travel from Saltband to any of the island towns or into the Elven Kingdom. You guys are going to arrive here about midday.
All right. I bring us in the town, look for an inn, and then we gotta head for. So I guess Alistair will probably just say this out there. So we probably, given the time of day, won't be able to get a boat today. So let's look for an inn, and then we'll head. So some of us will head to the ports, see when the next ship, the last. Is that Lashling?
Yeah, Lashley.
Sorry, my dyslexia and the I and the L were just going crazy. When the next put the Lashling is. Sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yep, sounds
Sounds
good.
good to me.
All right, I'm just gonna go for like the closest, probably the cheapest looking inn we got.
Alright, so who is wanting to go to the port?
Alistair.
I'll go as well.
I was about to say, does anybody want to go with Alistair?
Because no, if Alistair has probably a better chance of bartering these people than anyone in the party. Because humans are humans.
Humans be humans.
Fair enough.
Humans be humans.
Alright, then everybody else is looking for accommodations and such.
Accommodations and yeah.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you all managed to, of course, find a nice little inn to stay at for the evening. It's going to be 6 silver for 2 rooms.
I'm looking to get a discount.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Via working. Just a heads up. It's diplomacy. Diplomacy. Where's my diplomacy?
Oh my god.
Nope. You want to help us out a little bit? We ain't taking that out of your room fee.
You're sucking at these right now, Cody.
Then will you pay me for my services?
Depends on how well you do.
Okay. Then I will do the work. You can pay me after.
You have profession cleaner, correct?
Yes.
Give me that roll.
Oh, oh shit! They shine, bitch.
You know what? Fine. You know what? Take your free room.
It's like
She
You
just
can
looks at
lick-
she just looks at the outhouse and the kitchen, and she's like, "Damn, I haven't seen this place this clean in years."
all here's housekeeping.
Well, I am a gold
Goofy.
bottom man. We are professionals in the field of cleanliness.
I'll have to remember that name then. All right, so you guys got 2 free rooms for the evening. All right, Alistair and Xavier, you guys walk on down to the docks. You guys see a bunch of ships coming in and out, and you peer out into the bay where you see, of course, the different islands that rest in between the human kingdom and the elven kingdom. You walk up to the group of people that are just talking to, you know, a few shipmasters and such. Some people have you see like a big board with like a bunch of papers on it of like shipments and different travel boats that are coming in and out of the port. You know, some people are, you know, like calling out for work and such. And finally, you guys get to the front of the line where you guys can see, you know, there's a big table with a bunch of people just sitting down, taking notes and everything. The guy looks up. He appears to be an older human, you know, graying hair. He's got that big sailor facial hair. He looks up at you guys and say, "What can I do for you?"
Hi. We're wondering when the next boat for passage over to Lashling would be.
Lashling. Let's see. The Elven Town, yes?
Yep, it's just a lot easier getting there through the waterways sometimes.
Yeah, that's very fair. Hate to go up north through the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Passenger or cargo?
We have a cart with us, so we'd be able to bring that on a passenger ship. Oh,
Uh,
actually, and scratch that statement. Alistair knows better. He knows Cody's trick. Passenger.
Passenger ship. Let's see.
He'll start this day and be like, never mind, just passenger.
Let me see. There is going to be a passenger ship that goes into Lashling tomorrow afternoon.
All right. How much for a party of 5?
Six.
I'm at 6. Sorry, that is completely on me. My brain just. You know what? Alistair totally said 5 because he's not counting Ragnar.
I like it how I have an Ocean Voyage ambiance music, and it immediately started playing Minecraft music. I just wanted to point that out.
Good point.
Well, let's see. Captain Windmark is going to be the one who is in charge of that vessel. He's going to like reach down into a chest, pull out like 5 different scrolls, sort through them, and say, here it is. Reach in, you know, wipe his glasses off, put them on, and say, it's going to, for passenger, 6 passenger on his vessel, it's going to be about 1 gold and 7 silver pieces.
I put it down on the table.
All right, fair enough. Thank you, Xavier.
He's gonna get out, you know, a couple of little pieces of paper. He's just gonna do a bunch of writing, roll them up, and hand them to you. Here you are. Your passage is reserved, ready for tomorrow afternoon. Please be here. I would say around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, sir.
And for the record, this is going to be a 10-day journey, so plan accordingly.
All right. He said how long? 10 day?
10 days.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much, sir.
Next, please.
I'm gonna look at Xavier. All right. We got 10 days on the boat. We gotta figure out how to deal with Silky's motion sickness, seasickness, whatever it is.
Yep. To the apothecary.
Yep. That's where we're going next.
Okay.
I have to ask this. Was the ticket for 5?
No, it was for 6. Xavier corrected it.
Okay.
You got lucky. Because Alistair's been very obviously going out of his way to ignore Ragnar's existence currently. He ain't a subtle man unless he wants to. He's stealthy, not subtle.
Alright. Give me just a second, I had to go check something. Alright, so you guys walk into the apothecary. And you guys also happen to notice that besides like there being a bunch of potions and like magical wares and such, you also notice that this is a potion / herbalism shop.
Okay.
Oh.
Nifty.
There's a kind old lady sitting behind the counter who appears to be feeding like a Venus flytrap kind of plant.
Like
Just
my kind of lady.
just tosses a rat into it. Looks
Impressive
over
plant.
and says, "Hello, dearies. What can I do for you?"
Oh, nothing much. First off, impressive plant.
Oh, thank you. It comes from the swamps of the southeast.
Hmm.
I'm not
enough.
entirely sure of its species name though, but it does enjoy meat.
Fair enough. We were wondering if you had anything to help ail seasickness.
Or help ail seasickness. Do they have to be conscious?
I look at Xavier.
That would be preferred.
Okay. Let me go see what I have in the back.
I mean, she's not wrong. If Silky's not awake to get seasick, she won't get seasick.
I really doubt Silky will like us trying to knock her out.
I mean, what Silky doesn't know, maybe for the best sometimes.
I get shit for throwing a party.
Both of you roll me perception checks.
Oh boy.
Oh god. And I get shit for throwing a party. Jeez.
Alistair is in no way being serious about this.
All right, Alistair. As you're waiting for the old lady to come back from her storage room, you're just taking a look around the shop, browsing around, seeing what you can find. You come across a shelf that appears to be like a special display. It has like a locked glass case, and inside it, you can see like what appears to be these little chests. These little chest-shaped objects. But instead of it being like all wooden and such, you notice that there's like a weird mechanism built into the chests. And the part where it flips open appears to be made of glass. And you look inside and you notice there's plants growing in these objects.
Xavier, look at this.
Huh?
I point to the display case. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think we have anyone who can really do anything with like plant manipulation, but
Have I seen these types of plants before?
Knowledge nature.
both of us, or am I like? There's no way in fucking hell I know this.
There's no way in hell you know this.
That's fair.
Yep,
But
nope.
listen,
Xavier, you have no idea.
Yep.
sometimes you just gotta highball your knowledge.
Yeah. Alistair, you said you know Elven now, correct?
I do. I
Okay.
do now know Elven. I think so does Davian, though.
Yep.
All right, so both of you can actually read the display sign on this. The display sign that's issued on this cabinet reads "Traveling Gardens." It basically explains that these miniature-sized greenhouses are capable of preserving 6 flora samples indefinitely, requiring 0 sunlight or water.
Meaning I could put
Oh.
vegetables in there.
Main vegetables.
I could put
Herbs?
potatoes in there. I could put potatoes and herbs in there. Yeah.
Looks like it.
Is the woman back from? Does it have a price on it, Josh?
Yes, it does. It has a price of 2,000
Well, out of
gold.
what? Yeah, we don't got any of that left.
Yep. Nope.
We'll make a note. I mean, we can ask the group if anyone's got 2,000 gold laying around at this point. But because I know Aristella would probably like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think.
I think fucking Ragnar blew the last of our cash in a stupid party of his.
By now, you guys would hear the door open. The little old lady has like a tray, puts down on the counter, and says, "Here you go, dearies. I have 2 different types that would be able to help your seasicknesses. I have the potions that are here. Primarily, it helps more or less with the seasickness. However, there has been a small side effect of dizziness and upset stomachs."
You mean the side effect for a thing that cures seasickness is seasickness?
Exactly. And the second thing that she picks up is like a jar that looks like it's filled with dirt. The other thing that would be able to help with your sickness are these lovely little critters. All you gotta do is just swallow one of them, and then perfectly fine.
Josh, what is in the jar?
Knowledge
Other
nature.
than dirt. I swear to God, if it's just
Yep.
worms.
It lands.
Alistair, you're not entirely. Give me a knowledge arcana check as well.
Oh God!
Oh,
now
boy.
we're out of my wheelhouse.
Alistair, as far as you are aware, this is like some sort of species of night crawlers that you've never seen before.
So it's fucking worms.
They're worms, yes.
All right. So, and there's no side effects with swallowing the bugs.
Yeah, not to my knowledge.
Okay. You know what? We'll keep these in mind, and we'll go bring our friend who gets seasick and see what they would like.
Oh, very well.
Thank you for your time, man.
Of course.
We go with stone phone.
What?
We go with stone phone.
It's just let's do it outside so we don't bug her shop. Come now,
Very well.
Xavier. And if you step outside and I look Xavier in the face, Silky will not like either of those options. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Like, oh, the one is a cure for seasickness that also causes seasickness. The other is fucking eating worms. We can at least tell her we tried.
Very well.
Well, maybe we can give her the options at least.
Yeah. Before we head back, there's one stop I would like to go.
All right, what are you thinking of getting? Like fishing gear or something?
Yep.
I had a feeling.
If you
Never
all
actually-
remember, Ragnar
Yeah.
actually went fishing. He has fishing tackle.
Yeah, we only got one pole. Xavier wants his own.
Yeah.
enough.
Savian's like, I've never been fishing. This is going to be fun. Well, I have technically, but let's not go into that.
You on the
Fishing
end
for
of a rope.
sandworms does not count.
Yeah, I was gonna say you on the end of a rope, but your dad dangles you over a hole. It's not.
Oh no, I'm talking about going through the river and you go after the monsters in there.
Oh dear lord. Xavier. All right.
Let me tell you, have you ever wrestled with a fish twice your size?
No,
That's
but I
hand
hope to
fishing.
God I never will. All right, I'll be right back.
Alright, of course, you're able to go ahead and find a like a tackle shop. You know, you got your standard hard-earned fisherman. You know, he's missing a leg, he's missing an eye, he's got the pipe in his mouth and everything. And he just looks at you up and down and he goes, "You going deep sea fishing or are you going river fishing?"
Fishing along the trip between here and Lashling.
Bay fishing. Alright. Reaches up and picks off like a couple of fishing rods, puts them down. Take your pick, Sonny. They, as far as you can tell, they look pretty much the same.
Yeah, I just grab one.
Alright.
How about this one?
That'd be a smart choice. 5 silver and it's yours.
All right. I hand over 5 silver.
Alright, you want some bait with that?
Yes.
Just gonna take the other rod, put it back up on the shelf, and he goes, "What kind of bait you looking for?"
Not too sure. This is going to be my first time really attempting fishing.
All right. I'm gonna do this for you. Gonna reach into like one of his barrels, pull, just bare hand. Gets a mason jar in his bare hand, just scoops up like a bunch of dirt. You can see the worms wiggling out of his fingertips. Just stuffs it in there. Puts that down. Then he's gonna back up a little bit. You're gonna see him like lift up a part of the floor. You can see that there's actually like a pond or like a container of water, and you can see like little minnows just floating around in there. And of course, takes a jar, scoops up a bunch of them, puts a lid on it, stabs it a few times to let the air out. Here you what? Give you some basic worm, get you some minnow here. Give you some good old usual starter kit for the kitties.
I appreciate it.
Alistair trying to stifle a laugh at that statement.
I like to state this. As this is going on, we pan to Ragnar, who is actually out in the woods using expeditious excavation to dig up 5 feet of dirt and picking out worms, sticking them in the jar. So he could do some fishing.
Yeah. You ever need anything bigger, you just come find me.
Will do. Thank you very much. And how much is all together?
6 silver for everything.
6 silver. I go ahead and give him 7.
He'll tip his hat to you. Thank you very kindly, sir.
And I take my leave. See if you're going to try to learn fishing.
Oh my gosh, I found it.
Call him Skinny Paw.
Hey, good luck on fishing. I just plan to enjoy the boats.
In therapy.
Right now, no one has made any mention of trying to
Fix our problems.
All right. So
But fucking, may God help the fish that decides to take a bite of that line because it's going for a flight.
All right. So just to break, hold on,
bay fishing, it's gonna be fly fishing.
fly fishing. By the way, DM, I have sent you the information you wanted.
I have received said information.
Oh boy.
What the fuck?
What?
Damn, I thought I got a pretty good response yesterday.
Day and night,
Okay.
my friend.
I have so many questions, but I'll save it for later. Anyway. Alright, everybody gathers back up in the inn. You know, Xavier shows off his new fishing gear.
Woo.
Alistair and Xavier mentioned to Silky, yeah, we tried, we couldn't find anything.
We're like, these were the options. We assumed you did not want them.
You would have assumed correctly, yeah. Not one for eating bugs, and the other one just doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Well, we tried.
It's okay. I'm sure I'll get used to it after a day or two.
I mean, I hate to be this guy, but could we try something?
What do you want to try?
I would like us to step outside. I have an idea, but it's kind of dumb, and it can only be tested.
Explain your theory first.
Okay, so you weren't necessarily born in the normal sense, correct? You are genetically modified.
Oh, I hate where this is going.
Yeah.
Well, you know the carry companion spell? I'm wondering if that could affect you.
You are not putting me in your pocket, Ragnar.
Not my pocket. It would go into one of the girls' pockets. You know, you would be safe. And you wouldn't get seasickness. Unfortunately, I don't know the side effects of it because I could never talk to a horse.
That's fair.
I mean, I can.
I
we
can't
can
say
ask
that. I
the-
can't say that on stream, Cody. That's why I
I
typed
know, I
you.
know you can't, but
I was about to say. I was literally about to say. Well, I can ask the horse for you.
actually, that's a good idea.
Get it straight
Or-
from the horse's mouth.
Actually, Xavier, you could ask the chicken if you wanted to.
Can't.
How was it being turned to stone?
Peep just
What-
Peep just replies, "Well, I didn't even know. I didn't even know we moved. It went dark for a second, and the next thing I knew, boom, we're here."
Okay, that's the answer I expected. But let's ask the horses because the horses have been stoned for longer periods of time.
So I would use speak with animals.
I would unveil the horses in the cart.
And you'll hear 8 speaking horse.
The horses reply.
Like normal.
The horses just reply. It's like, oh, it's a little weird being able to talk to somebody about this. But do you have any idea how weird it is? It's like blinking. Every single time you close your eyes, you wake up again, you open them up again, and you're a different place. It's weird.
Eight would just would explain that to the party.
No sickness of any kind, no illness, like they don't feel sick or anything like that.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting. Well, even if you don't decide to go with this, Silky, it is a good idea to diss the spell anyways. Just that way we know if you can be affected by certain spells like this. Are you okay with that?
Sure. It wouldn't hurt
No.
to at least try.
We'll do it for a moment.
We should probably do it in like the inn in a room, so we don't
Well, of
freak
course.
people out in public.
Yeah, we're not going to do this in public. No.
He's
turned the cart-
kidnapping people.
I turn the cart back into the thing, and we go inside.
Hey, just as he's casting the incantation, you hear the horses say, "Oh fuck, not again!"
You just actually start to laugh at that point. I don't think they like it.
Well, I kind of understand why they wouldn't like it. They kind of...
The last thing I heard before even before you did that, I was like, oh fuck, not again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, from now on, we'll take their thoughts into consideration.
Well, remember, for them, it's like they blink and
Well,
they're in another spot.
then perhaps next time we bring them out, you can explain to them what happened to our donkeys, our other horses that we got before them, and not that this is for their safety. Perhaps then they would understand.
Hopefully.
Or they might just rebel.
And if that's the case, we just butcher them and get some new horses.
Jesus.
I mean, a horse that refuses to work is a horse that refuses to work. The only thing they're good for then is meat.
Or you trade them with somebody in another town.
But that doesn't teach a lesson.
Sure it does.
Anyway,
Alright, then we'll find a horrible owner.
back in the hotel room. I'm assuming you're gonna go ahead and try the spell.
I'm going to try the spell.
Okay. So you go to cast the incantation. Nothing happens.
I'm like, see? We're all good. It doesn't work on you.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes, that's actually a very good thing. There are a lot of spells that would be incredibly dangerous if they affected you. Well, if this spell affected you, other spells potentially like this could pose more of a threat.
Especially since they're so low tier spells.
Yes. Just think about it. You'd be walking down the street and someone could kidnap you just like that by casting this spell. That's terrifying. You know, push that out of your head.
I think he says that, and everyone just like looks at him.
Like, why do you have these thoughts?
Not that I had these thoughts, it's just common, like, that's simple to think about, is it not?
Precautionary
No.
measures.
You know? If you're not worried about dangers around every corner, especially with us traveling like we do, I mean,
And you know the constant target on our backs.
Well,
The
yeah.
veins in Alistair's forehead start to bulge at that statement.
Like, well, how do you think I'm gonna feel on our new travel?
We gotta be
Yeah.
constantly worrying, always villaging, because you never know what's gonna happen. Alistair's veins bulge because that's exactly the opposite of what Ragnar did on Lakefront. Fucking hypocrite.
When do we have to catch the boat tomorrow?
9 a.m.
Noon. 9 a.m. Sorry, brain. Hello. 9 a.m.
Well, we all better get some rest then.
Yeah. You all do that. I'm gonna go put in some work.
Don't stay up too late.
So I'm gonna go up to the innkeeper that I just did this magnificent job for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask her, any other inns or places in town that need cleaning up that we're willing to pay? I know it's a bit late, but if business is closed, it's easier to clean.
I know a couple of places that might could use your magical touch.
May I have a letter of recommendation?
Give me one moment.
Thank you very much. I will then spend the entire night, if possible, cleaning establishments. And I would do the same at each establishment I go to. Ask for letter of recommendation and any other places in town that require cleaning.
All right.
I'm going to try to clean this whole town in one night.
Oh God.
God.
Oh boy.
Prestidigitation.
Hmm. Yeah, think about this one. All right, give me a diplomacy.
Shit. I'm not good at those.
Oh, it's time to get better, Cody.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Oof.
Oh boy. Yeah, you get to like one place, and you just spend a lot of time at this singular place. That it's like very, very late into the night, and you try going to other places that are recommended, but it's late at night. These are commoners. They're sleeping. They're regretting going to work tomorrow. They don't want to be bothered.
At this point, I'm annoyed. So I'm going to clean up at least 2 more places by casting and blowing 2 of my 2-level spells, 2nd-level spells. I'm going to be casting invisibility and going in and cleaning the houses while everybody's asleep, but only using prestidigitation.
You're gonna break into people's houses just to clean
And
them?
clean. I'm breaking into people's houses
Cleaning
and
Santa
cleaning.
Claus over here.
Okay. I mean, he can do it. He can do it because he just blip in through the windows.
If we put our stockings over the fire, Mr. Clean will come and clean them.
Mr. Clean will clean them for us.
You're gonna start calling me Mr. Clean. Oh God, I gotta shave my head now.
Oh my God.
Polish it.
The Legend of Mr. Clean.
If you're good enough, he doesn't
You
leak
can
full.
clean your household, make it sparkling nice. The sanitation man can. The sanitation man can.
Sanitation man.
We're gonna need Christmas carols. It's around Ragnar now.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you called for it, and the man is here.
We had Glickmas. Get ready for whatever I'm about to cook up.
Oh Jesus.
Yes, I'm all for it.
All right. So yeah, Ragnar, you go ahead. You break into literally just a couple of houses. You clean the fucking house. Oh my god! Give me a stealth roll.
Stealth roll.
Okay, plus the invisibility. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Give
I'd
me
like to all...
give me one more before Matt goes and.
It did not take me long, to be honest. I just think of the right song.
Okay, so the first house you managed to clean up, no problems. The second house, you kind of stumble around a little bit. The place is a lot, more cluttered.
Hold on, DM, I got a little bit better for this. As the people are sleeping, all they hear is the silent whispers of someone casting a spell, prestidigitation. So they just hear silent chanting during the night, throughout the night, so they think their houses are haunted or something like that.
Clean the privy and chamber pots. Fa la 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 la. Get the bellows and fireplace soot. Fa la 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 la. Clean the stoves and sweep the floors. Fa la 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 la. Ragnar Goldbottom does all the chores. Fa la 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 la.
Oh, that's so good.
Perfect.
Oh, I love it.
Perfect.
If I had a nickel for every time I wrote a Christmas song about a Pathfinder character, I have 2 nickels, which isn't saying a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice.
Mr. Clean is coming to town. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, that was my initial thought, but I'm like, that's easy. That's low hanging fruit. I can think of something better.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be doing that during work tomorrow. Alright. Anyway.
Type that up and send it to me. I'll sing it every time I'm cleaning.
So the night passes. Ragnar, are you still going to be staying out all night?
I will be out all night doing this. I will not get any sleep tonight.
Alright, you are going to be taking a level of exhaustion then.
Yep.
Everybody else wakes up. Are you returning to the inn or are you going straight to the docks?
I would meet them at the inn, sit down, be at the table, already have breakfast out and ready, waiting for everybody to come down.
So Alistair and Xavier wake up the next morning. They don't find Ragnar in his bed. And as everybody gathers up all their belongings, head downstairs, there he is eating breakfast. You notice that he has a couple little bags under his eyes. You could clearly tell he's been up all night.
Oz doesn't care. He's gonna go get his food.
So, Ragnar,
Yo.
what'd you do?
DM. For the house that I was awake for, did I make any money on that house?
Yeah, you did. You made 5 silver.
Okay. Procuring funds for breakfast.
Alright. So you all gather up, eat your breakfast, then you head out to the docks to meet Captain Wimark, board the ship, and set sail. So like I said,
I'm in the intro of Lion King.
Yeah, literally just like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
so there wasn't really a whole lot of, island ocean view kind of shit. Because the entire journey that you guys are going to be on the ships, it's just going to be you guys weaving in between each of the islands that reside between Silence and Elendor's territory.
And now where the real fun begins, everybody. Therapy.
Oh boy, therapy.
Well, someone has to
I'm
initiate
not up for
therapy.
group therapy here.
I about to say, Alistair ain't gonna initiate it.
So,
I'll say it's been probably about like half a week. Alistair has not spoken a word to Ragnar.
and Ragnar has reciprocated that.
Yep.
So,
Eight's gonna look between, like, notice. It's like, so, are you two really not gonna talk to each other?
are we on the boat at this point?
Yes, you guys are on the boat at this point. Like I said, you guys have 10 whole days of downtime between Salt Band and Lashley.
The moment you say that, Ragnar is no longer sitting next to you.
Alistair also gets up and walks away.
They're gonna act like children. Leave them be.
Instead, I'm on the top deck now fishing. With a point of exhaustion.
I am also fishing.
Are you
Okay.
fishing with me, or are you on like the opposite side?
Are you in the
Oh,
bow or the
I
stern?
don't have a problem with you, so
Cody, are you in the bow or the stern?
I'll be there fishing with you.
Yes.
Are you in the front or the back of the boat?
Probably the side. I wouldn't be fishing out the front because the lure would get dragged underneath. The back would be a good choice, but so is the side.
All right, fair enough. Alistair just goes to whatever the opposite direction Ragnar is.
As we're fishing, god damn it, I'm tired.
Well, you did stay up.
Yeah. By the way, where'd you get your bait?
In town.
Oh, you
Went
paid
to
for it.
the fishing shop.
You paid for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just ask me. I get it all the time for free. I just cast a spell, dig up the dirt, worms.
Well, maybe I will next time. This is
Well,
my first time. I've never actually fished before, so
do you know how to hook the bait onto the line?
you going to just like jab the worm onto the hook?
Pretty much, but you want to make sure you don't have any metal showing because the fish see that glint and it kind of spooks them.
Hmm.
So really weave it through the worm.
Looks at worm, just slides it full on it. Just, wee.
Just
It's like a suck going over
Just
that.
like a suck.
suck.
Talk about a painful,
So, yeah.
painful colonoscopy.
Oh god. So let me ask you, how bad did I fuck up with that party that I threw?
I think your intentions were good. Your execution was flawed. It would have been one thing to throw a surprise party. It was another thing to use your shadows to try to make people stay for it.
That's where you think I fucked up?
Yes.
I just really wanted them to enjoy themselves, and they just immediately just started running. Like, that hurt too. I don't know. Maybe I should talk to them.
I think you should. If nothing else, just get this all out there so that we can go back to working together.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with all of you guys. Well, no, I can't say that. I don't know how the girls feel. Fine, okay. Well, let's catch some good ass looking fish and make something up. Maybe that
Sounds
will
good to me.
help lighten things out.
Plus, I think Silky would like it.
Fair. Uh, well, I think I broke my fishing pole.
Give me a reflex save.
Okay.
Give me a reflex save.
Oh boy.
Actually, before you do that, give me a severity.
We're in the middle of combat, huh?
Oh my god.
Give me a reflex save.
But so you might about to be pulled in, Cody.
Okay, you lost your fishing
My-
pole.
Okay.
Something you know, you're just sitting there, just like tired. You're just like, this is gonna be my life for the next 10 days. And then all of a sudden, you feel a slight twinge on your line. And you're like, oh yay, something finally. And then you just get pulled directly to the edge of the boat. Like your body slams into the railing. Then you just barely catch yourself with your feet, and just your pole just slips right out of your hand.
Yeah.
Xavier, you're right there, and you witness all of this.
I plopped down onto my ass and just like, what else could go wrong today? Fucking this week.
It's so quick.
Next thing you know, you hear a seagull.
Anyway, it's there's my survival for the fish.
Yeah, you catch a pretty decently sized carp.
You know what? I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna start drawing. Here. You can have this. I'm done with it. I toss you my fishing tackle. As I go downstairs. Basically, it gives you a +1 to. It's worth 20 gold, by the way. It gives you a +1 to your survival checks when fishing. I'll put it in chat there.
Alistair's just been staring off the side of the boat this whole time. Boat.
All right, Aristella, 8. What are you guys doing?
Eight's gonna check in on Silky.
I was gonna say we're probably helping Silky because she probably feels pretty miserable right now.
Yeah, you're not even on the water for like an hour, and she's already just slumped over the edge.
Well, I don't think staying along the edge of the boat is gonna help.
I think I'm just gonna go lay down in my cabin.
All right. Well, just let us know if you need anything.
Okay. Blech.
Where's Silky?
All right.
So I imagine we all gather for food.
Yep.
Except for Silky.
Well, yeah. Xavier, do you come down as well?
Yeah, I'll come down.
Not Xavier, sorry.
Oh.
But yeah,
Fine.
Alistair.
Fine.
Alistair, do you come down as well?
I
food?
trying to debate this. I don't have to actually cook for you guys on the boat, do I?
Technically, no.
No, somebody else is cooking.
I know. Alistair may try and rotate his eating off of whenever Ragnar does. Actually, now I think about it.
Okay, well,
Listen, Alistair's mad and he's gonna be petty.
that's fine. That's fine. All right, so I'm sitting here with 8 and Aristella.
Sabian and Peep are there too.
Yep, Xavier and Peep. I was like, okay, well, I've already kind of discussed this with Xavier. He's like the big brother I never had. Except I have several big brothers.
Not quite that big.
You know, I've always wondered that. How does it feel to actually have a brother who cared?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, how do your brothers treat you? I've always wondered.
My brothers are nice enough, but they've always resented me because I didn't necessarily have to get my hands as dirty as they did. I always had magic on my side. I didn't have to stick my hand into the bowl to clean it. I just cast a spell.
You snapped your finger and it was done.
Yeah. So they've always resented me for that. I always had the easy and high road. Which has been kind of tough. But, you know, I love them all the same. That being said, I may have acted like an ass earlier this week. It has come to my attention that what I did was incredibly inappropriate. As a dwarf, we love to celebrate and throw parties constantly with booze. And we like to bring in as many people as possible. I was just trying to share a bit of myself with all of you, and I realized that I was pushing myself onto you, my culture onto you. When I saw all of you leaving, it hurt me deeply. Hence my reasoning for casting the spell to try and keep you in the party. You know, I wanted to celebrate with all you guys because I've been having a lot of fun, a lot of scary times and a lot of good times, but I'm enjoying every moment of it. What's really going to suck is having to repeat all this to our
Alistair.
other 2 party members who aren't with us at the current moment. Yeah. Because I still need to apologize to Silky as well, because she's as much of a party member as anybody else here, Alistair included.
It is understandable, and I know with me, I'm not much of a party person, so I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, well, we
I
used to
will
throw
say
parties all the time.
I will say your spell was actually quite effective. It took a little bit to actually get out of it.
Yeah, again, my apologies. I should have thought it through a little bit more than I did. But I'm very much a Ramshambo kind of guy. Just kind of do with the first thing that comes to my mind. I'm sure you guys have seen that firsthand. Plenty of times.
Don't get me wrong, that sort of thinking has helped us out a lot.
It has helped us a lot.
I'm when we get into situations, I don't really think too much myself. I'm more of a creature of instinct. So I can respect your way of thinking.
Well, thank you. I can respect the way you wield a hammer. Like, fuck, you put a lot of dwarves to shame. Uh,
KP,
Eight.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
I was gonna ask KP if if Aristella had anything to say about Ragnar's apology for the whole party incident.
We appreciate the apology, but you have to understand that we're also trying to keep a low profile. We have such a large target on our backs, and then a big party like that. You know, a celebration is nice once in a while, but we also planned to just have a quiet, relaxing day, and it threw us by surprise. Needless to say, when we're trying to keep a low profile, it kind of makes us not such a low profile.
I
Well,
do think
I can agree.
Ragnar-
I can agree with that a little bit, but at the same time, we're an adventuring party. If we're not throwing a little money around, people are going to get suspicious.
Well, yes, but we also have to think we are pretty close to Elendor territory, and it is not supposed to be seen in their territory.
Well, we're not in Elven territory yet.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I'm sure this place does quite a bit of trade with them.
I do see where Aristella is coming from. Who is to say if there wasn't elves watching
Well,
everything transpire? Typically, if I remember correctly, most nations tend to watch their neighbors quite closely.
Especially the borders.
well, here's the thing with my situation. If I'm not in their area, they shouldn't have to worry.
You cut out.
Even
about
if
there,
it's on,
Colby.
if I'm not in their actual, like, jurisdiction, they should not have to worry about me. If
They're
not,
not likely to do anything, but they'll still probably.
But who's to say that they don't see you and message back your location, especially with where we're going? It's kind of obvious that going to the village of was it Saltbridge? Saltban.
Saltban, yeah.
Yeah.
Our intentions have been made clear.
Yes.
Hmm.
But that being said, I do believe that Ragnar's heart was in the right place.
Yes, like I
wanting to
said,
celebrate
celebration is
and-
fine and all, but just maybe not one quite of that scale.
Well, I will take that into consideration for the next party, which will be a lot smaller.
We
Probably
appreciate it, and
just
maybe a heads
the
up
circle.
beforehand, so maybe we can have some input. After all, a party's more enjoyable when everybody can enjoy themselves.
Absolutely, yes. Speaking of, on that note, what I know dwarven customs. What kind of customs do you guys have for parties?
It's been a long time since I've been to a party. Most of my celebrations were just with my adoptive family.
Yes. Well, I apologize if this is a touchy subject. I didn't mean to.
It's cultures. I mean,
Yeah.
every place is different. It also varies by class and circumstances.
Class, people.
Well, on that regard, what about you, 8? What'd you do in Elven society parties of high class stature?
So I'm gonna recall how her family did it, which would be history, right?
Sure. You were too young.
Hard to say. The last party I went to was a long time ago.
Okay.
So
I'm starting to see a pattern here and why my party kind of flopped. Xavier, please tell me you partied.
Yes.
I was about to say, from where you come from, I could imagine the parties you guys have with the hunts.
Yes. Most of the time, the entire village would gather and celebrate the returns of hunters on successful hunts, working together, preparing a feast for everyone in the town square. Lots of drinks going around, people passing out in the roads.
Sounds like a dwarven party.
With us, we did do a lot of parties, but it was typically the meaning behind the parties that stood out. It was one way of celebrating a great victory, but also honoring those that were no longer with us.
Hmm.
And it just tended to bring the entire community together.
I think this kind of gives me an idea. I'm going to run it past you. So, we all know Alistair is going to be a real stickler about this and not going to let me have a conversation with him. Right?
So what? You want us to lock you two in a room and let you duke it out?
Basically, all I'm looking to do is headbutt him.
Wait, headbutt him.
I mean, that's fair. I did stab him.
I'm looking to cast the spell Share Minds. So I could share with him this whole conversation, share with him all this, my true intentions and everything like that in an instant. So that way I don't have to speak about it again. And that way he gets the information and decides to do whatever the hell he wants with it at this point. I like the man. He's incredibly talented with a bow, and honestly, if anything, I love messing around with him. I'd consider him one of my best friends. Until, the knife in my gut, and that says otherwise, I don't know how to feel now.
Yeah, that was a bit
I'll be your
overboard.
Look, I just heard a large crash.
Okay. Take your time.
Take your time. Yeah, I have to agree that was a bit overboard.
Do
Probably
we
an
think
understatement.
do we think me casting this spell on him is the best way to solve this, or should I try just discussing with him?
Well, we could try to discuss it. If not, the second option would be a headbutt.
All right. Well, then I'm off to find Xavier.
Alistair.
You mean Alistair?
Alistair.
You'll get it
How
right
the hell
one
do
day.
I
You'll
get it
get it right
right
one day.
one day? Yeah, I'm off to find Alistair then. So, wish me luck.
Well, I wish you luck.
Okay.
Don't get stabbed.
I send out my shadows to find you.
Oh my god.
We're on a boat. I could search this entire boat 10-foot square by 10-foot square.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Put up the spell again, please.
I'm fairly positive I can't beat the spell.
Put up the spell again.
Yep, I'm gonna put it up. Hold on.
But it may not be because it's like evening time. It may not be effective.
Each round the shadows attempt a perception check on the squares they touch with your total bonus equal to your caster level plus your charisma or intelligence modifier. Whichever is higher. Which one is higher, your charisma or your intelligence? Your intelligence. Okay, so it's going to be. You need to roll a perception check, and then add your caster level, which is 5, and your intelligence modifier, versus a 24.
I rolled low. I rolled a 10.
Oh yeah, you eventually find you eventually find him. It was hard, but you found him.
Alistair, he doesn't want to be found. He will not be. You find Alistair like on the bow of the ship, the very front, just looking forwards.
I teleport up there.
You watch as like he turns towards you and like cocks an eyebrow.
So, we need to have a conversation.
Do we now?
Yeah. If we're going to continue to be working together like we are, I think it'd be appropriate.
Well then, you say what you have to, and I'll say what I have to, and we'll see what happens at the end.
I know, it's like, man, where's the popcorn?
First off, I'd like to apologize. It was wrong for me to try and force you to stay in a party. Not this party, the party that I threw against your will. I've been kind of harassing you all this week. And I didn't realize that you were really actually offended by it. I've felt like I was joking around with my brothers, you know? So I just kind of took it as that. I ended up overstepping with this party, and for that I'm sorry.
Well, first off, the jabs are fine. I don't care about them. Holding me against my will was a different thing entirely. The only reason I acted like I did is because I felt like a cornered animal. And I've been in too many situations where it's either fight or flight. So I will say, I wasn't thinking straight when I saw you later. Because I was very much in a very narrow-minded way of thinking at the time. But what you have to understand, Ragnar, is that almost everyone in our party is on the run from something. And one wrong step, one wrong person sees us, and we're fucked. We were in silence and we had Silky and the sword. Someone knew they were looking for Silky. We were fucked. We're near the Elven Kingdoms. If someone saw 8, we were fucked. If someone saw Aristella, we were fucked. Aristella's entire family's supposed to be dead. People are just scared of Xavier. I'm not sure if people are hunting him. I'm not sure who would be dumb enough to hunt him. And I, personally, did not get these burns on my face because I fell asleep next to a candle. I was being hunted, and the building I was in was set aflame. I am on the run. You yourself are on the run from Dandelier and the Dwarven Kingdoms. And if our assumption is correct about the other two kingdoms, they're all in cahoots with each other, sharing information of the people who are currently acting against them. Apologies for my actions, but you need to be more cautious. Because you could very easily wander into a trap laid by a well-placed hunter if we're not carefully watching where we step.
Hey, Brent, quit taking notes.
Josh likes it when I talk, because I talk really fun.
It's free world building. I'm not gonna
It is.
So
You know,
I
for real
didn't take
estate.
any of that into account. You're right. I was just simply looking to celebrate all of our past achievements, and I went about it the wrong way.
Understandable. I appreciate the action you took. I appreciate the thought behind it. I'm going to tell you something, Ragnar, that no one else knows, and that you will tell no one else. Because this statement will cement that I have forgiven you. Are you ready?
I'm scared.
He's going to, like, kneel down, get really close, and pull out a piece of parchment. I'm looking for my stepdaughter.
Oh.
I don't know where she is. Someone tried to kill me and took her. I don't know who took her or where she is. So I need to be careful. They don't know what my face looks like anymore, but they know my name. So I need to make sure I'm not found out before I find her.
So,
Understood?
hold on. What? This is insane. Hold on. Please tell me you're using an alias.
I didn't. They only ever had my first name to begin with.
Okay,
I never
okay.
really give my full name to my clients, which is what I assume is when I traveled the road and brought people from town to town, I did not care who you were or what you did, as long as you paid me. But obviously, I helped transport some shady people at one point who wanted me dead. And I'm not willing. And all they knew was my name was Alistair. But also, they only knew my face.
Do you
My
have any,
face is not-
like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you have any clues? Do you have any,
No.
nothing to go on?
I was in an inn. I was shopping in town. The inn went up. My kid was in there. I went back for her. I drove out a fucking window with her to make sure she didn't die. And I woke up and she was gone.
What town did this happen in?
That's a great question, Cody. I don't think we ever specified
Oh
that.
my gosh. I'm loving this. And we don't know what fucking time.
You can come back to me with that one.
Yeah, I'm about to say this is something I think I need to work with Josh at some point.
Yeah, come back to me on that one. It's like,
We're gonna just insert a town here right now. This is the
Insert
town.
here.
This is because
Oh
this is
my
something I left
God.
specifically vague because I wasn't sure how Josh wanted to use it.
that's so insane. Why didn't, like,
Because this is my problem, as we all have our and get what I need, or had a stable life that was able to go back to at the end of the day. I needed to survive, scrape by, and make sure I didn't die. I like Myra. It's a great hometown. If they knew I was home, they probably would have not looked at me badly, but they probably would have just dredged up too much painful past of stealing a fucking apple from Mr. Dover or a loaf of bread from the fucking baker. So and it's no fault of your own, you ate Aristella We're all born into very affluent families. Silky has probably had a shittier life than I have, but she's a lot better at handling it than I am. And Xavier arguably has had a decent life better than mine. I'm not sure fully what he likes, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I have my own shit I gotta work on. So you throwing a lavish party where you waste a bunch of money is a little upsetting to me. Because that money could have been used for so many other things other than buying sad clowns and bards.
Fucking sad clowns.
Well, you have definitely given me a lot to reflect on
Mm-hmm.
and think about.
I don't mean to dump this all on you. It's just, this is my thought process. So I think. I'm not a very social person, if that's not obvious. Talking this much about me makes me a little queasy. I don't like it. But it's the best way I know of explaining this to you. Now you look like you woke up at the ass crack of dawn and have slept with a fucking necromancer. Go to fucking bed.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Have a nice night. And Alistair's just gonna like post up back to the front of the ship and look at the sky.
NPC interaction, great. Like,
You know
it's
what? You know what he does?
interrupting-
He pulls out a fucking cigarette.
It's like interrupting an NPC, and then when you walk away, they just go back to exactly what they were doing, like it never happened. Like, gee.
I don't know. I would say Alistair's like looking at the picture he has of his like stepdaughter and looking at the stars.
Yeah.
All right.
I do ask this: do you have a picture of your daughter?
I do. I showed you it.
Oh, you did show it to
Yeah,
me.
you
Okay,
It's
did.
horrendous. It's probably horrendously out of because I think there's like a good couple of years
It's
between when I
pretty
happened.
worn down. Yeah.
It's worn and like it's at least like 5-6 years old at this point.
okay.
Yeah.
I
There's
wanna say.
there's like stains of like raindrops and a couple rips here and there. Some of the ink is starting
Like-
to fade.
I was just trying to keep it as good as he can, but you know, he does not live a very
Time is the enemy of all.
yeah.
Yeah. I would like
As-
to
as
take
you're
the point,
walking
but I
away-
want to commit that to memory.
As you're walking away though, Alistair's gonna like turn his head once more and like, I remember, Ragnar, everything about my kid is between you and I. This is no one's business but mine though. Got it?
Understood.
Thank you. Light cigarette, looks at sky.
All right. While the heartfelt conversation is going on, H, Xavian, and Aristella, what are you three doing?
Play
I'm
food
gonna go
better.
check on Silky.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just now realized what the fuck was above Xavian and what's above their tokens? Like what above
It's
their
Peep and
Aristella's
the
and
Raven.
Xavian's tokens?
It's peeping the
Because
bird.
I just kept seeing that skull and I'm like, what the fuck is there a skull doing there? I couldn't
Yeah, I
register
gotta
what
get
the
a better
bird
picture
was.
of the bird.
I really
Yeah.
couldn't register what the bird was. And looking at the
Oh,
chicken, it
trust
looked
me,
like
the
a
skull throws me off all the time.
looking at the chicken, I thought it was just like a
A
bunny's
fluffy
paw,
feather?
like a lucky bunny's paw.
No, I took off Peep's nameplate because it was covering Xavian, and I thought it was funny that it looked like Peep was like sitting on top of his head.
I love them.
I do love it. It looks funny.
It took me so long because I've been thinking about that the entire session. Like, what the fuck are those?
All right. So Xavian's going to check on Silky. 8 and Aristella, what are you guys doing?
Mm, I don't know. It's so weird to have downtime and not be able to like earn money or anything.
I mean, you could like make potions and shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose.
you can make potions. I'm like, oh,
I'll make some of my remedies just in case we need them.
probably
Well,
gonna need them.
you do those every morning. That's part of your like daily ritual.
I can make more, okay? Leave me alone.
It's probably gonna call it a night.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, Xavian. You go down with Peep. On the lower decks, everybody has their own like little cubby where everyone sleeps. It's a passenger ship. Obviously, they would accommodate to their fellow travelers.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk up and you knock on Silky's door. No answer.
I knock again. Silky, you in there?
Once again, no answer.
I am gonna slightly crack open the door and send Peep in to have Peep tell me what he sees in there.
All right, you crack open the door. Peep just, waddles in. Just looks around. And then you hear him go, "What the fuck?"
I peek in at this point.
So, Xavier, you crack open the door and just peek inside. You see the bed totally normal, made nice and neatly. Silky's bag and the sword is resting up against the wall. You see Silky still fully clothed, fully dressed in her armor and everything, like when you guys got on the ship. Cross-legged. It looks like her arms are just resting in her lap, but she's like completely out of it. The weird thing that you're noticing is, number one, her expression is more or less like dumbfounded. She is staring straight ahead with her mouth open. You notice that her right eye is fully dilated. And you also see the flames, the blue flames, coming out of her left eye. And she looks completely unaware of your presence.
I am going to walk in. Have I seen Silky like this at all before?
Never.
I am going to attempt to shake her to wake her up, or whatnot.
So you walk into the room and start making your way to the bed. Like, right as soon as you're about to come to the side of the bed, you notice the flame just completely go out. Silky's right eye goes back to normal, and then she just slumps forward, face first onto the bed.
Completely out.
Completely unconscious.
All right. I'm going to let her rest, but I am going to post up and keep an eye on her.
Okay.
I will also get Aristella.
Aristella.
Aristella, and tell her what I saw with Silky, and I let her know that I'm going to be keeping an eye on Silky.
Let's get 8, and we'll all go. Well, perhaps Regnir too, since it might be arcane, and me and 8 aren't terribly familiar with the arcane. Do you want to get Regnir, and I'll grab Silky? We can have Peep and my friend here keep an eye on Silky while we go get them.
Yep, so I go get Regnir.
And I go get 8.
Alright, so Ragnar and 8, you guys are eventually dragged into Silky's room. Xavian and Aristella, Xavian goes ahead and explains to you guys what he saw. Meanwhile, Silky is still there, cross-legged, face down, in her bed, with Pete just sitting next to her.
So she's face down, ass up. Gotcha.
No. It looks super uncomfortable. Like if you were to sit straight up, cross your legs, and then just slump forward, that's her current position.
Why don't you
I'm
help
gonna
me get Silky into a more comfortable position?
I was
Since
gonna say.
Yeah, I got you.
So,
Actually,
DM,
Ragnar, you want to do that spell on me?
which one?
The memory spell.
What do you want to know?
Can you? I
he
share
wants
something
to share with
that.
you.
Okay. First off, DM, do I recognize this?
Do you recognize what happened?
What's going on? Yeah. Basically, does this sound similar to the night that 8 was resurrected?
Yes, the blue flames on the eye. It is what reminds you of what happened.
Okay.
Because the only other time that you have seen the blue flame happen was when Silky resurrected 8. And then
Understood.
after that, her eye turned blue.
Okay, cool. Well, sure. I headbutt Xavian. As he's sharing memories of what had just transpired, I share memories of what happened to the resurrection of 8.
Okay. So yeah, Xavian, you and Ragnar swap memories as you show him what you just saw, and then Ragnar shows you what happened while you were fighting the Yetis. Ragnar watched Silky drop down, you know, the blue light that came from her mouth, and her eye just immediately bursting into a blue fire.
And then you get an image of Ragnar popping up with a finger in front of his mouth going, shh.
Yeah, Xavier's not gonna say anything about that, but he's gonna be like, "Yeah, that's what I saw."
All right, so 8 carefully, repositions Silky to where she's just lying back down.
Now, this might be a problem because the last time she did anything like this, she was in a coma for how long?
Like a month.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you know what? I haven't been able to discuss this with her, but if it's going to continue to be a problem with the party, she's been in this state once before. During the resurrection of 8, she showed these colors
Wait,
spewing from her eyes. It's better if I just show you. You two come here as I headbutt each of you and share the spells. By the way, I'm still exhausted. I haven't gone to bed yet.
Yeah. Like very weak, floppy noodle kind of headbutt.
Mm-hmm.
So yep, again, Aracella 8, you guys now see what Ragnar saw when 8 went down.
Oh. Give me 2 seconds. As I say that, I teleport away. I pop in front of Xavian. Hi, Xavian. Sorry.
Alistair.
You mean
Alistair.
No, sir.
Alistair. I
Oh,
pop in front of
fuck.
Alistair. Sorry to interrupt. I know you said to go to bed. I kind of do the finger gesture for him to come down to my level.
I once again kneel and like come down.
I headbutt you.
Fuck.
You now know exactly what's going on downstairs, and you also know about what happened during that night, and I just look at you. It's like it's important information to tell you now.
Yeah. I'm coming.
Come.
He, like
Yep.
grumbles and starts walking towards.
As you're walking, I teleport down again.
All right, so now Alistair is with everyone.
Well, good to see you two have kissed and made up.
Yeah.
Eight's still trying to process this.
Keep it up. I'll kiss you too.
What? No.
So right now, all we know is that Silky's eye glowed, and this happened before when 8 died, right?
So
Yeah,
she's in
so
some
it's-
sort of trance.
Something like that.
Theoretically, whatever's living in her other eye or whatever that is may have been talking to her. And last time this happened, she passed out for a couple days. In all honesty,
It could be
that's
part
probably
of
for the.
her. Could be part of her, or in regards to part of her file that was redacted.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we can't read redacted information, sadly.
True, but
So right now
Mm.
we know that last time this happened, Silky went honk shoe me for. No, I'm not saying that. Passed out for a couple days, and honestly, we have 9 days left on this boat. That's probably for the best for Silky.
Well,
Just as
I
you
have-
say that, you suddenly see her like twitch really quick. And
She's alive.
Her eyes open up, and she just looks around at you guys.
how
oh
are
goody,
you
you're
feeling?
awake.
What are you guys doing in my room?
Well, we all kissed and made up. Now it's your turn.
Not literally.
Don't swing that way.
Thank you, Aristella.
I
Okay.
have to lighten the mood a little bit. You were in a
You
catonic
didn't-
state again.
You didn't look like you were doing too well. Xavian and Peep came to check on you, and you seemed to have been in some sort of trance.
Oh, did I freeze up again?
Not exactly, dear.
Not in the way that
Normal
you
for you.
normally do.
Um,
Oh.
you were emitting a blue flame from your eye. And it looked as though you were in a
said there
trance.
was a lot that happened with 8. I think it's time you got the whole story. Ragnar, would you be so kind as to
Round
share
2.
with us?
Well, during that vision, you would have seen everything that transpired. You would have seen 8 get slashed from.
The
I
Yeti.
think we had you purposely withhold some information.
Okay, well, you would have definitely seen the everything Silky did afterwards, with the casting of the spell and everything like that, where she became enthralled in this blue flame and it messed up her left eye. She ended up passing out afterwards. And you guys even get the conversation that I had with her attendant at the other city. I forget what her name was.
The rabbit
The
girl,
bunny
Estelle.
club?
Estelle, yes. So you would get the conversation I had with Estelle, which basically was explaining the whole, alternate, the alterations in her magic core. I'm not sure if Silky knows any of this, though.
Well, one way to know is to ask her.
So, Silky, how much do you know of what's going on with you?
Like, do you do the headbutt thing?
I would ask for permission. It's like, I'm about to show you a lot of things that have happened in the last few months and give you a lot of information at once. You don't have to take it right now.
Well, yeah, I want to see it. If you guys are saying there's something wrong with me, then yeah, I want to know.
I wouldn't say there's something wrong with you. It's just, we're concerned. With that said, I headbutt her. That's my last spell.
If she just like reels back a little bit from getting headbutted, just leans forward and say, "Oh, I vomited in you."
Wait, what?
Not really, dear. That is magic.
Ugh.
You did what? What? No, seriously, Cody didn't hear that.
She vomited. Silky was asking 8. Wait, I vomited in your mouth? Ugh.
Oh.
Apparently that's what it looks like.
What happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She leaned over 8. Her eye burst into the blue flame, and then there was a beam of light that came from her mouth into 8.
Yeah, it did kind of look like vomiting.
Yep.
Fair enough.
That's what it looks like.
I could definitely
There
tell you
was
that
no
was nothing
vomit.
but magic.
I certainly hope so. If not, I'm sorry.
I don't think she's complaining. She's breathing.
I can't complain because I'm alive,
Yeah, okay.
but it's still kind of weird.
So, Silky,
And
you
then that
realize that
second image, that was just me?
Hmm.
yes,
But a few minutes ago.
Okay. I mean, I don't really know what's
This-
going on.
Ooh.
I came in here, I wanted to try and calm my stomach, and I tried doing like she like fiddles with her hands, the whole meditating thing. I don't know, I was never really good at that when Master tried to teach me. But yeah, I thought I was doing everything right. Then next thing I know, I was waking up and all of you were here.
Perhaps
I'd
the fact
say
that
it
you were in a-
hurts.
On the bright
so
s-
she
on
did go into some sort of trance.
on the bright side, though, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore.
That's good. I hand Silky the fish.
Yay!
So it seems like this kind of trance seems to have a healing ability.
in-
At least that's what seems
Maybe
to have
not
happened the
necessarily
last.
healing, but I mean, meditation is normally a means of calming oneself.
But the fact that she went into, a trance and it seemed to have flared up magical core.
The first time she went into a trance, she vomited healing magic down someone's throat and revived them. This time, she goes into a trance, and all of a sudden, her stomach sickness
Motion
went away.
sickness.
Motion
Seasickness.
sickness.
Oh.
All right, well, you got me there.
So there is
I-
some correlation there. We'll have to further test that somehow.
I look at Xavier. This is above my pay grade. You?
I'm about the same boat.
It just nods.
I look at you too. It's like, this is above my pay grade too. I'm an arcanist, not a healer.
You release no magic.
Yes, but you. We're not sure what kind of magic it is.
8.
And you seem to have seen more than the rest of us. And you spoke with the doctor in.
Yeah, sorry
Fine.
to keep that from all of you. I just wasn't sure on Silky's standpoint on it, and I never got the chance to ask her. So I
Oh,
didn't
that's
really
fair
want to.
enough.
share someone else's story without first consulting it.
That's fair enough.
By the way, Silky, like I said, we did all make we resolved the issues from earlier. I will have a conversation with you later about my actions.
Are you sorry?
Yes.
Okay. I just wasn't expecting there to be, a giant crowd of people. I'm still coping with, she points to her eye, that. Just give us a heads up next time.
Well in advance.
Then all is forgiven.
And I wouldn't worry about the eye thing. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. After he says that, he quite literally passes out on the floor.
By the way, Abe,
Yeah.
is there any type of, springs or something in Elendor's territory?
There'd be plenty of them.
Give me a knowledge history roll.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Anybody
Would I
else?
know?
Anybody else? Yeah, KP, actually, go ahead.
Knowledge history?
Yes.
Roll me a d4. Okay. So you know of 2 different springs, or what would be considered a, quote, spring in Elendor's territory. There are the hot springs that you would find actually in the town that you're going to. Thanolin is known for a lot of tourist attraction and hot springs. But there's also another type of spring that you have heard legends of. That is actually considered a sacred grove in the town of Asavira. And it's known as the Spring of Purity.
I would let them know.
Unfortunately, Silky would therefore ask if you know anything about these legends of the Spring of Purity, but with your role, you don't really know all that much about it.
We can ask more about the legends when we get there. I'm sure it's a big tourist story.
Okay. All right. So with all that out of the way, your journey continues as you continue to sail in between each of the islands, and
Sail away, sail away.
the captain, of course, tries to entertain the crew a little bit, just to, keep everybody from being bored to death. He's explaining, each of the individual islands, how each of them have their own rare species of animals or plants or something. The different towns that are on each of the islands, such as Venval, which is a very, very large, kind of like a vacation resort deal. It's also a small trading hub that a lot of goods and items are exchanged between the town of Civis and the port town of Saltband, in between the human and elvic kingdoms. Raider, which is currently to the north of Venval, which is a very popular hunting ground, but it's usually saved for population control of the local species and used as kind of like a wildlife preserve. Over the course of the next couple of days, your guys' theory about Silky's fire thing having healing properties, it does not, as she gets seasick again 2 days later.
Ah, knew it. We don't know what that thing is. Josh ain't gonna let us figure it out this easily.
Alright, is there anything else you guys want to do while you are on the ship?
I mean, I personally don't have anything to do.
I'm under the assumption Ragnar and Xavier are just going to keep on fishing. Silky's going to tend to her seasickness and read. What about 8 and Aristella?
It's probably just gonna look at the scenery. Just vibe around.
Just soak in the calm before the storm.
Yep.
Fair enough. KP?
Yep.
Is there anything Aristella wants to do while she's on the boat?
Maybe study with Silky or entertain Silky, distract her from the seasickness.
Alright, fair enough. Eventually, you guys finally arrive in the port town of Lashling.
Yay, we made it to the other side of the continent!
Woo! And I'm gonna reuse this map because fuck looking for another
Yeah.
portside town.
I mean,
I'm
I don't
fine
even
with-
remember seeing this
But
one,
it's
so...
just more elven.
Exactly. Just has a little bit more elven touch to it. Alright, so everybody gathers up all their belongings and proceed to exit the passenger ship. As you guys are leaving, Silky is going to remind 8, hey, put on your hat of disguise.
I'm already doing it.
Okay. So, of course, everybody gets off. You guys are therefore greeted with the shipmasters of the Elven Port and are directed to go through, just a head count.
We were gonna just go through customs. Don't lie.
Yeah, it's pretty much going through medieval customs. And now you guys are in the port town. This port town is very similar to Saltband, except very much more elegant in architecture, as most of the buildings are now going to be capped off not with clay, but with much more fancy elven architecture, as the roofs of these buildings are far more, I wouldn't say jagged, almost like flowy to move with the water as it rains. Most of the buildings around this place are constructed of what appears to be mostly natural resources. However, you do sense a very, very strong presence of magic compared to the human kingdom. So, just outside the docks, you are also going to end up finding that there is a large group of people, gathered around in the town square, where there is yet another large notice board where you see like a bunch of different names written in Elven, and like you can see what appears to be prices and different services. You guys find a note, like a job board and everything. People are standing up on pedestals, just like calling out names and such and taking bids and everything, basically assigning guides.
I am back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
The not so tiny terror decided to bring a baby copperhead into the house.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Oh shit!
So,
Your cat brought in another one?
yep.
I swear to God, you
Ugh.
need to teach her no.
Not so tiny terror.
So-
she's still a tiny little terror. My God. Bringing a
So,
copperhead into the fucking house.
And this isn't the first time she's done this, by the way.
Oh my God.
So, all right, you haven't heard the best part. So, anyways, I put a bowl around it, and then I got thin little piece of plastic, slid it underneath there, tipped it over, had it in the bowl, took it outside and down the road, let it go, and I take back like 10 feet, and I swear an owl came down and picked it up and took off with it.
That is exactly what they do. Yes.
Oh my God. Gotta love Texas, man.
And I'm just sitting there, like, all right, well, don't have to worry about it. It's dead now.
That's gonna be owl
I
pellets
keep
in the
telling
morning.
him to move up here. You don't have to worry about that shit.
All right.
Oh,
First thing
this
you gotta worry
bears.
about up here is maybe finding a black widow or a brown recluse, but they're not
That's
even
fair.
that common.
They're more common out by us on the East Coast.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
in the more rural areas too, I can see it happening. More abandoned buildings and stuff. But
Right. All right. So you guys see all the commotion in town with people looking for guides and such. What do you do?
Do we need a guide
do
to
we
the
want to
Elder
camp out or do we want to try and find an inn?
I think we gotta get a little good lay of the land here first.
Kingdom? Why is everyone going for guides?
Because it's a tourist destination.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
You can always ask.
We can see what kind of tour guides everybody's asking for.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's some sort of event going on that we didn't hear about.
That's true.
I suppose to the local or the nearest inn. Usually they know what's out and about.
Our best bet.
All right. So y'all want to go in and see if you could find an inn?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So yeah, it's not really that hard to locate an inn here in this town. You go into it. It's pretty lively. I'm not gonna lie. There's tons of people, just running around talking. So I'm assuming you guys grab a table.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. It does take the innkeeper a little while to get to you guys, but eventually they come up and they do their usual spiel of welcome in, what can I get for you?
Ask gold.
Down at Ragnar.
What was that?
No, just looking down at you. That's it.
Okay.
Like,
So is the bartender an elf by any chance, Josh?
Yes. Yes, she is. Give me a second here.
I'll say, just order a tall one.
Let's just go with her. Why not? There we go.
I don't want her to get the wrong impression.
That flew above your head,
Silky's gonna lean in. 6 ales. All right, no problem. I'll be right back.
Never thought I'd hear of a southern elf.
Yeah, I know. Right? I was about to say something too.
I have a lot of interaction with humans. It's okay.
Oh my god, do I have to bring out my Valley Girl accent?
Oh god.
Oh lord, kill me.
Well, howdy there, y'all. Welcome to the Sleeping Giant Inn.
Alright, of course, after some time, she's gonna come on back with your drinks. There you go, folks. Anything else I can get y'all?
Maybe perchance a little bit of information. We were, when we first got into town, we noticed a lot of people looking for guides in the center of town. What was all that about?
I'm guessing y'all are from around here.
No, man, we just got into the boat.
Well, for those of you not familiar with the area, forests around these parts are enchanted. Of course, origin of elves, we come from Fae. Of course, Fae have magic. Enchanted forests always need special guides who know their way around it. Of course, I'm sure, especially you, mister, who looks like he knows his way around different roads and such. But unfortunately, if y'all don't know the way around the magic, it's gonna be hard.
Thank you very much for the insight.
You know, better find a guide real quick. They go real fast.
To find your way around the magic, does it need to be an elf, or does it have to be some
No, it
those
doesn't-
capable of magic could be able to evade it?
It's not so much you need an elf. You gotta find somebody who knows the magic of the area. It could be anybody, really, as long as they're familiar with how the Fae mess with people.
Ah, okay.
Because y'all can be walking down the road one day and all of a sudden you're going to end up in a lake. And you won't even know how you got there. But, like I said, people around these parts snatch up them guides faster than you can blink. So if y'all don't have a guide yet, I'd look for one.
Do you have any recommendations?
I mean, nobody in particular. There's a couple of, well-known names around here, but I don't think any of them are in town. I mean, there's Haldir, there's Amir, Tannel. He ain't up here, that's for sure. Elenia, Malin. I haven't seen Malin in a while.
Is there any guides we should avoid? Anyone that's had some bad luck on their journeys or anything like that? Perhaps lost some travelers? Like real shitty guides.
Oh, Tannel Femus. Tannel Femus, he is a piece of work. Ugh. You gotta watch him. You gotta watch him around any of your ladies. He'll bite just about anything.
Bite? What do you mean? Like he'll gnaw on them?
Oh, he got a biting thing. I don't know where it comes from, but yeah, he'll be biting anything. There's been a lot of complaints about him. Let me think here. Xantha, Xantha, she is also a piece of work, but not in a physical stance, in her mind. Xantha must have been dropped a time or two when she was a baby. She ain't right up in the head.
No. Can you give an example?
Well, some folks I heard that were traveling with her, there are some times that she just wakes up in the middle of the night, screaming at the top of her lungs, and some people even say that they woke up, she just standing over them, looking, watching them sleep. Kind of weird.
That is kind of unsettling.
Sounds like she's got a story.
But other than those two, nothing else comes to the top of my head.
All right. Well, I appreciate the information. As I say that, I drop 5 silver.
Well, thank you kindly. Hope y'all enjoy. If you need anything, just holler.
Will do.
So I think we should go with the worst guides.
That is the worst idea you could possibly have.
Well, number one, they're easy to grab a hold of because nobody wants them. Right?
All right. Do you have more?
Number
Explanation?
2, because they have the lack of work they get, they're probably going to be cheap.
Mm,
I understand the concerns. I mean, the one we could just muzzle.
Well, we're not bringing that Xantha woman. Hell no.
Why not?
You have any idea how weird it was having you guys standing over me? I don't want some stranger doing that.
I'm sure she has her reasons. I mean, it's either her or the biting guy.
There's gotta be other options.
well, we
I'm
can go
sure
out
there
and look
is.
now. No
We
offense,
can
Frank,
keep an eye out.
as much as a cheap guide sounds good, a cheap guide is never a good idea.
Yeah, take it. Let's trust our guide on this.
Because they're cheap for a reason, and that's usually a bad one. And you don't want someone who's not going to, especially in these woods, apparently. You don't want someone who's not going to be able to reliably get you from here to there. You all sit and enjoy your drinks. I'll go see who I can find.
Let me know if you need any extra gold.
I'll let you know what I find when I get back.
Alright, so, Alistair.
How you doing?
You're gonna
Time to go professional to professional.
you're gonna go look for a guide for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Cause I know our plan is to go to Thanning? I can't remember.
Fenelon.
Thank you. Which is really just what, 1-2 towns over?
It's one town over. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, cross the river through the woods and then on the edge of the mountains. But you might also need a guide to get you from Thanelin to Elendor itself.
Well, my hope is that Alistair can watch the guide that they're gonna hire and figure it out.
All right. So, like it was a while for you guys to find an inn, order your drinks and your food and such.
Yeah.
By the time you get back to the square, the crowd is almost completely gone. You see a bunch of people like in passing, just stopping, looking at the board, and then just moving on.
I assume the board is where all the guide names are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at the board.
All right. So you're standing there looking at the board. You know, you're seeing all these different names up on the board, and you see like their prices and what appears to be like their ratings. And
Fucking looking at a Yelp board.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You're looking at a Yelp board, basically. You know, most of the ones that you see now are like 2 1-star equivalents, and then there's like a whole like list of names that don't have any ratings at all.
New kids. What are some of the what are the highest rating ones on the board currently?
They're like the equivalents of 2-star ratings. Their prices range from like 7 silver to we can at the lowest is 7 silver a day.
All right.
Like you can
So the
see
highest-
you can see like a lot of the 1-star guides are trying to undercut those 2 stars and say, oh, it's like 5 silver a day. But unfortunately, their reputation kind of shot them in the foot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll look at the 2-star. Who is the bet? What do we have in the better 2 stars?
You're seeing names such as Terriani, Nayor. You're seeing names like Elray, Rofine. You know, very elvish names.
I'm not shocked by that in the slightest.
Make me a perception check real quick.
All right.
I just want to see like how well you're paying attention. You're still very, very aware of your surroundings. Jesus Christ.
I am always aware of my surroundings, Joshua.
All right, fair enough.
I live on edge.
As you're like, you know, taking the wooden nameplates down, you flip them over. You start reading a little bit about them. You start to hear the sound of heavy footsteps behind you, and it's not like boots on stone.
Metal.
It's like claws.
I turn just because I'm curious. Still reading the nameplates.
And as you turn to, you know, see that whoever is like walking next to you, you see the master of this board, you know, call out to this person, and he says, "Elizin, darling, welcome back. How was your trip? Did you
Oh shit.
Did you enjoy yourself?" Well, you can go ahead and say that I did, Zaus. And just so you can get a good look at this lady. So, Alistair, you look close to you, and you see what appears to be a human female, long silver hair, in full leather armor. You see a bow strapped to her back. You know, clearly ranger.
God, I've never met so many of the people the same class as me in one campaign.
But the strange thing about her is not because of her, it's because of her dog. Who's not a dog. It's a dire wolf. And this bitch is huge.
The woman or the dog?
The dog.
Okay.
We're talking like almost the size of Rufus.
Cool.
Just a little bit smaller.
That's cool.
And of course, Zaus, who you now know the name, is that as the master, he like reaches down and starts petting the dog, and he's like, Aelin, who's a good boy. Good for you of keeping Ellison alive. Now, sweetie, I hate to tell you, most of the crowd has been gone. People pass them by every now and then.
Alistair that's still there, just looking at nameplates. Keeping to his business.
Unfortunately, I ran into a little group of pixies on the way here. Guess what? They got your purse, didn't they? Yep. So, guess who's out of money? Me. And in the need of another job.
Alistair just kind of like lean next to the board and be like, just gonna look up and then be like, what was her name again? Sorry, I missed that. How do
Ellison.
you say it? Allison, was it? Looking for a guide. Be more than happy to have you if you want the work.
Hey, this sweet thing. We got work.
Hey, girl.
She'll turn to you and she'll like observe you for a second.
I very much cut at the same cloth.
So I failed because I was muted when I said bow wow when you introduced her.
Wow.
Well, you seem pretty capable yourself. Are you just not familiar with the forest of the Fae?
First time over here, and I know better than to go wandering into woods I don't know.
Very smart. What region? What part of Luavara are you from?
Silence.
Ah, I see.
I'm gonna take a step forward, extend my hand. Alistair, silent step.
Ellison Laura.
Pleasure's all mine.
And of course, my companion, Aelin.
I'm gonna pet Aelin because it's a big pupper. Alistair, mad taking guide subclass because he doesn't get pupper or bird, but guide is cool.
So tell me, how many of you are wanting to travel?
6 in total is our party. I myself, well, obviously, I'm work as a guide, but never been around here before, so I'm pretty good in the woods. We're a venturing party. We're relatively capable of defending ourselves. It's just you don't go exploring somewhere you don't know when you know there's people who know it.
Especially enchanted forests.
Agreed. We dealt with pixies once near Actora or somewhere like that. Not Actora. Where was it, Josh?
I
I need to just look at the world map and I can figure it out.
Insert name here.
Insert name here.
I
Yes.
think it was what was it?
It was
Near.
It was Steph's.
Steph's? Yeah, that sounds right.
No, it wasn't Steph's. It was the one before that.
Albados?
Stone or something.
We dealt with some magical dealings near Steph and Satone earlier in our travels, and we learned a bit from that.
Yeah, they fucking did like 500 gold off
Yeah, all the healing pots.
and all the healing pots that we just spent like 500 gold on.
Ooh, they got you guys good.
Yeah, well, we knew we were in the area, but we never really dealt with them before, so I don't know how to find pixies and fae like that. Only thing I know is old wives' tales I heard about wrapping everything in iron.
Well, it's a little drastic, but there are many different ways to dealing with pixies and fairies and the like.
Fair enough. Wanna go discuss it with the rest of my group? We're over in the tavern. I'll buy you a drink.
Sounds wonderful.
And I'm gonna high perception check.
All right, back over in the
Yay!
tavern.
I'm just gonna chat her up.
So you guys do come back to the tavern. Elizin looks at Aelin, just gives him a pet, and he's just gonna sit guard dog style just at the door. This big ass dire wolf just in front of the bar.
Everyone, this is Allison, a very highly regarded guide for the area.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Pleasure to meet you.
you.
So, Alistair here has told me that you're all looking to help you, for a guide to help you through the forest to the Fae.
We're just going currently one town over to Thanolin, then over down to the capital.
All right. Well, I could certainly get you down to Elbendor. That shouldn't be a problem. So, let's talk about price. Obviously, a girl's got to eat, and I have a dog out there to feed as well, and he's not one for small meals, we can say.
Oh, we're sure. Our friend over here has a pet direwolf herself. I gesture towards Silky.
Oh, do you? Mm-hmm. His name's Rufus. He's probably one of my bestest friends of all. Oh. Well, then you're gonna get along quite well with Aelin. Well, regardless, what kind of budget are you guys currently on?
How much do we have total right now? I only have 16 gold. Someone still has 33 plat, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We're
No,
not-
sorry, I have 31 plat.
My apologies. I wouldn't say we're too rich to boot, but we should have enough given your general rate most likely.
Okay.
We're willing to pay for a good guide. And we're willing to pay well.
Alistair also has told me that you're all very capable fighters yourselves. Yeah, you could say that.
We've been through a few scuffles.
We can handle.
I wouldn't
ourselves.
say great fighters, more like
Yeah.
great survivors.
Yeah, well, nothing's killed. We haven't been fully killed yet.
You caught yourself on that one. And Eight's not saying this. This is just actually me saying this. Good thing you caught yourself on that one.
We had a close scrape with some Yetis up near Kolstav's. It was almost bad.
Oh well, if you all survive the cold of the north. I think it's be a good idea what you're all capable of. We'll survive that.
We're also, what is it, 5th tier adventurers?
Oh. Well, even better then. Seems like, at least protection-wise, we can all watch each other's backs.
That's the hope, ain't it? Yeah, we're more in need of a guide for specifically navigating the unfamiliar terrain. Because the Forests of Silence and... What's the continent that Dandelier and... Is that just like the Dandelier...
It's mostly just split up in territories.
Yeah.
So most people
I
just
just-
refer to it like as Dandelier's territory, or
I'm
like
just
the
trying to
forests don't
remember-
have any specific names or
I'm just trying to remember the name of the place we all started in.
Ginhilder.
Genhilder.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty well versed with Dandelier, Guildhilder, Silence, all that stuff. But those forests aren't naturally imbued with magical creatures.
Oh, so you guys are on like a full world tour, huh?
Yeah, much to our dismay.
Well, fair enough. I won't pry into your personal businesses.
Much obliged.
Just simply follow the work.
That's true.
Is the way of the guides.
And the way you follow where the coin is best, that's how you get the rest.
Yeah, and I'm also guessing you all can cover room, board, and food as well.
We can.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, as Ragnar gets up, walks up to the inn lady and begins negotiating.
I think you just reminded him.
Oh, there he goes
Definitely
again.
did.
You'll see this quite often. He is from a family who is sanitation workers, so he usually tries to either our rooms copped or some payment out of inns that we're staying in by cleaning them.
Hmm.
It's not a bad method, in all honesty.
No, if you can, save a little coin here and there, that's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me think here. We have a 4-day journey from Lashling to Thanolin. And how long are you all planning on staying in Thanolin?
That is still undetermined. I would say probably 2-3 days at most. Really up to our friend over here. We're visiting her family, so.
I see. Okay. Then from Thanolin to Elendor is going to be a full week. So, in total, 11 days.
Alright.
So how's about we do this? While we're in Thanolin, I obviously won't charge you because I'm not going to be guiding you through anything in Thanolin. But for the 11 days from here to Elendor, just traveling, doing our thing. How does, let's say, 14 gold pieces sound?
Sounds good to me.
I won't argue. The only person who probably argue with your price is trying to negotiate a deal right now, so.
I'm assuming he's the carrier of all the coin.
For the most
Not
part.
all of it. I mean, it's just like,
We tend to try and keep our purse strings tight around him so he doesn't take it from us, but for the most part, yeah.
Fair enough. I guess it'd be better to ask him then.
Well, I believe sitting here we have the money. So would you like it up front or half now, half later?
That's completely up to you.
All right.
I could pay up front. I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us. We can all foot the bill now.
So how much was it?
14 gold.
14? Yeah.
You just give it to her.
Yeah.
All right.
Make me perception checks.
We totally just overpaid.
We just kind of like threw money at her.
I listen. I got distracted by a pretty face. What can I say? It's another hot girl with a bow, and to my knowledge, this one isn't married.
You do not see a ring on her finger, no.
Ah!
Hot girl with a bow. Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, 8, Alistair, Xavian. Let's see, does Silky end up seeing it? No.
No.
Aristotle?
Kepe.
Kappa?
Yippee.
Kappa?
Yippee.
Kappy is dead.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Ragnar's talking with the innkeeper. Yeah, literally everybody except Silky. You guys notice, like, as you guys, give her the coin, you see her eyes go wide for a second. And she just, like, regathers herself.
She's not used to people just having this money up front.
No, she swindled you guys hard.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Yeah, she swindled you guys hard, and she was not expecting to get that much.
I, in truth, do not care.
Yeah, I know. It's like the way we see it is performance bonus.
For me, it's more like since I'm the one paying upfront because of like, first of all, she's not an elf.
That's true. 8's safer because she's not an elf.
So it's like for 8, it's a bonus.
It's one of those things where like none of us really care because Alistair's goal is to try and learn what she knows. That way they
So-
don't get to pay anybody.
So either way, it's like, for us, it's like, yeah, it's a fair price.
We've paid more for less in our adventures.
So after, she pockets her money, she just looks at you all and says, all right, when you guys plan on leaving tomorrow? Assuming if you want to stay here. I'm good to go whenever.
We'll probably stay the night. Just gather up supplies, get what we need. Couldn't bring too much with us over the boat, 10-day supply. Can't really bring fresh fruits and vegetables with you.
That's fair.
What do we say?
How's about I meet you back here, let's say, noontime tomorrow?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. She's going to get up, pick up her glass, and toast to you guys to the road ahead.
Is it right ahead?
Picks up his glass. She walks. I assume she's walked away at this point.
Oh, no, she's chugging the whole thing first.
That's fair. I have something to say as soon as she's like gone.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow then.
So you're about.
Thanks for the meal as well.
No problem.
Okay, you get a free room. I can't even argue with that anymore, dude. Like, that's twice in a row. Give me a fucking break here.
So Josh, is Eloise gone?
She would have gone to the counter, asked for like a small slab of meat or something. After she collected that,
Oh my god.
she'll wave.
So I
To,
just
she'll
kinda-
wave to you guys and then leave.
So I just kind of lean into the table. So just so we're all aware, we all know we just got fucking swindled up the wazoo, right?
Oh, I know.
All right, as long as we're all willing to just let it slide.
That's why I fronted the money.
That's fair.
I mean, if you weren't, I was going to.
Yeah, I like how Silky's probably very confused right now.
Wait, we got swindled?
Yeah, I mean, Josh, if I was gonna just think about average pricing, what would I say? That's probably like half of that, maybe a little less.
Way, way less than.
Way less. Okay, like silver.
We're talking maybe like 8 or 9 silver for the entire trip.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow. I know.
If you were trekking through silence, oh yeah, an 11-day journey is like 8 or 9 silver.
That's fair. I see. Alistair's assuming there's a markup due to ferries.
I mean, on the post there was like 7 silver a day.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, 7 silver a day, and it's a base 10 system. So
Yeah.
you can see why we were thinking a gold was.
Yeah, so you guys definitely got hiked up by like double the price. Because if you think about it, 7 silver a day, multiply that by 11
That's
days,
77.
77 silver, which translates to 7.7 gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it basically got doubled.
Yeah.
But
And
still,
she's a
though,
higher rated. She's a higher rated one. So let's say that's.
Did
8
you
or
look for her
something.
name on the board?
No, I don't think it was up there, was it?
You could go
'Cause
look.
she was out
it
of.
wasn't.
It wasn't to my knowledge because she was out of town. She just got back.
Well, you can still go ask the job master about
Yeah.
it.
No, the best part is the fact that she got swindled out of her coin purse before you hired her by the fairies.
No.
That's glorious.
That's the funniest part.
Mhm.
Alistair was listening to the entire conversation, knows everything that happened to this poor girl before she came into town, turned, saw her pretty face, and just forgot everything instantly.
Yep.
All of his instincts without the window.
Can you blame me?
Neuron activation. It's just.
Can you blame me? It's a pretty girl with a big dog. What else can a man who likes to lurk in the woods want?
Who's hard on her, or she was pressed hard on her luck and lost all of her money. Oh,
I know.
Come save
I'm
her,
a
big
sucker for a
daddy.
damsel in distress. What can I say?
Come save her, big daddy.
You shut the fuck up right now.
All right.
I never want to hear those words leave your mouth again in that tone.
Even the, even the chat saying, I can't blame him, I do the same shit. Alright, so Ragnar eventually comes back.
We good for the evening, Ragnar?
Oh yeah, we're good.
All right. Just so you know, Ragnar, while you were off dealing with that, we got swindled pretty hard, but it does not matter because we got a quality guide.
I trust your judgment.
All right. So let's. I'm gonna. How much daylight we got left, Josh?
It's like dinner time. It's getting dark,
All right.
or if
so I
not
can't really,
dark already.
All right. So we'll go shopping tomorrow then.
Bright and early.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right,
There's a couple
folks.
things. Eight's gonna get.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks. Tomorrow we're gonna leave here at noon tomorrow. So if you have anything that we need to, oh, sorry. If you have anything that you need to get before we travel, get it.
All right. So, finish up your food. You'll go to sleep, wake up, and do your shopping.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and have you guys do all of your shopping business over the course of the next week. And as you guys are getting ready to head out with your new companion. So you meet up outside of the inn.
Also, I like to think our markup is more of a hazard pay for her for
Putting
moving
up with us.
us.
For dealing with us in general.
Like, she doesn't know it yet. We're hazardous. We pity her at this point.
All right, so she waits. She waits for you guys at the tavern. You know, do you guys have the card out now?
I assume.
Okay,
No, the cart doesn't come out until we leave the town.
fair enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because she was totally making that math off of walking, by the way.
She looks at you guys and say, "All right, got all your provisions?"
Yep, Ragnar, do the thing.
All right. Snap my fingers and the cart appears.
Well, look at
What's
that.
her reaction?
That's fancy.
Horses and all.
Well, that'll make transporting goods a hell of a lot easier.
Yep.
There's one more thing I gotta show you guys, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Shoot.
Alistair's like getting in the front seat.
So, just so you're aware, Aelin is not my only traveling companion.
Mhm.
I do have one more, but he's a little shy and he doesn't like coming into towns.
Fair.
Is it a bigger dog?
I'm sitting there putting up both my hands, wrapping my fingers around each other, praying that is a donkey.
So you guys exit the town. You start heading into the woods. You know, she's looking around and she stops you guys and says, "All right, wait right here."
Yeah, we were probably the most chill people who just got fucking swindled.
I mean, is it technically you got swindled if you know you're getting swindled?
No, but she totally thinks she pulled one over on us. I mean, theoretically, mathematically, we didn't get that. We got like maybe like a couple gold more asked.
But then again, with the cart, it's like, oh well.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. So, Aelin is of course going to be sitting with you guys, just sitting there wagging his tail. Ellison is
Perking up
going
the ears.
to, yeah, Ellison's going to walk into the forest, walk a little bit ways into the forest, and then you're going to see her sit on her ankles, and you're going to see her talk to something, and then she's going to stand up, reach down. And then you're going to see something like grab her hand, and you're going to watch as she walks out of the forest with this little guy.
It's a mushroom.
Room.
Alistair like looks at it, and in his head he's like, Is it ethical to make stir fry with that?
Ellison's gonna walk back up to the party, and Aelin is of course gonna lean down and like lick the little guy. He's gonna reach up and pet him. Ellison's gonna, of course, face the party and say, "This here is my other traveling companion. His name is Sos."
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Sos.
And you're gonna see him like shuffle his way like behind Ellison's leg.
If you don't mind me asking, what the hell is that?
I believe it's a mushroom.
I'll be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure what his race is called.
I'm gonna try to pick my brain.
Give me knowledge arcana or knowledge planar.
Hey, Jacob, person who grew up in this area. Maybe you might know something?
Fuck you. Second of all. Third of all. Fuck you. Oh, Arcana, wait, sorry. Put nature.
Yeah, nature or arcana.
Fuck, it took my nature.
Or planar or arcana. I'm fucking dumb. Sorry.
Plater? Where's Plater?
Nature works. It's a mushroom dude.
Well, considering he is from this area, and if that's a native creature, nature would work for him.
No, he's not a native creature to this area.
Fair enough.
So it would be Plater then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be planar or arcana.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, 8, you have never seen anything like this before.
Nope. I'm not even gonna try Arcana.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm muted. Duh.
Oh my gosh, KP.
Yep, that checks.
Aristo's the only one. Oh, no, Silky. What does Silky roll?
Oh.
Silky rolled the same as me, only I rolled Arcana and she rolled Planes.
Yeah, so Aristella and Silky would know what this guy is. He is a race that is known as a mycenoid. A mycenoid.
So cute. They're called mycenoids.
Oh. Are they good, safe to travel with?
Oh, yes, he's quite friendly.
They're
Oh.
plant creatures.
She's gonna look down and say, "Go ahead, so say hello."
Aristella would crouch down to make herself look not quite as big.
Ragnar doesn't even have to crouch.
So you're gonna see him like shuffle his way out, and you're gonna see him raise his little hand, and you're gonna hear, "Bol, bol, bol, bol."
I don't understand what he says, but it's cute.
Shall we get moving, folks?
Yep, everybody's accounted now.
Sounds like a plan then.
Pleasure
First
to
up,
meet everybody.
Standing.
And that is where we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's session.
Fair enough.
Yay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Elizin, Aelin, and Sos. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed. Tune in next week as the party is now going to travel through the Forest of the Fae. Along with their new traveling companions, there's a lot of mischief that could be had in a forest with that particular name, especially
I'm
with
gonna
it
learn.
being enchanted.
I'm gonna learn from this woman how to deal with the Fae.
Good luck with that.
We're gonna get the trade secrets, motherfuckers.
So, hope you guys can tune in.
Hey, we got that lockbox, didn't we? Just curious.
What?
There was a magical lockbox we had looked at.
The portable garden?
No. Couple sessions ago.
Did we get a magic lockbox?
I don't think we did. I think we were just looking at it.
Yeah, I think.
I wish we would have gotten it though.
Probably would have been a good idea.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
hindsight 2020.
Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys will be here for next week. Keep an eye on my Twitter. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow because I have a lot to do. But probably. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. And, of course, the schedule is going to be up probably Saturday. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to go follow Jacob. And Matt also has a Twitch if you guys want to go search his name, Strathler.
Yeah, whenever I use it.
But, yeah. Thank you guys again. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.